We're still testing. They're saying there's a humming, bunch of static, getting lots of different messages. Oh yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
We got our technician, Rosie Rosendo, working diligently.
Man, I tell you, the last couple of weeks, our system has just been absolutely bad. Once again, we're testing mics. Sounds like a power issue. Yeah, I think so.
Let's try something.
Let's
move this under and run the cord.
And welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Eunice, trying to get up and running. Once again, technical difficulties has been the story of our year. I'm ready to drop kick this box right out the window of the press box as we are back up. It shows we're up and running. Oh man, a firework exploded right here beside the building. I guess it kind of shot out funny over there in the wind, but anyway,
shooting at us.
Man, we've had connection problems the last several weeks, last couple weeks for sure, and we're here where we've got great internet. We had like a humming noise. It sounded like a bad connection. So we reset everything, and it's funny because we're on like a 40-second to minute delay, and so everybody was saying, now you sound great, right as we rebooted everything and we weren't even plugged in anymore. And then about 40 seconds later, they're saying, well, we don't hear you at all now. And so
it's hide and seek, right?
Oh, man. So you guys just don't realize the frustration that we go through when we're up here struggling.
We shouldn't be struggling
like
at home,
that.
boss.
No, we shouldn't be. And it's I honestly think there's maybe a short in our box or something.
When I plugged it back in, I plugged it in a little bit stronger, and it kind of gave it a little
why
more.
would that change the humming noise?
I think the humming noise, because I think one of those wasn't plugged in all the way.
Magic touch.
Yeah.
I bet that's what it was. And we jumped the gun on the 40-second delay.
Yeah, and that's probably true. Both teams are, well, the Cardinals are out on the field. Tularosa hasn't came back out since they went in at the end of warm-up yet. I'm hearing that it is better now, so maybe you guys, if you're hearing us, give me a thumbs up and tell us that we sound okay. My entire pregame information that I had, we're down to 4 minutes, and I don't know that we'll get to do any of that. And my apologies. I had some good info here and things I wanted to go over, but we may not get to do that. Once again, just trying to get everything up and running here. It has been another one of those days.
Cardinals are lining up for national anthem.
Believe it or not, guys, that speaker is humming as well on the outside. If you take
the whole building has got a short.
Maybe the whole building has a short.
It could be maybe a long.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. No idea. They're telling me it's perfect now, that it sounds really good is the message.
And look how low we are on the box, guys.
Oh, yeah. There's something wrong with our system. It is no doubt in my mind.
It's Charlie.
Because we're turned like so far down that it's not even funny. So, with that said, it looks like the Cardinals are on the field ready for the national anthem. Tularosa hadn't quite made it out yet. And so they're going to do the national anthem. And then we'll leave our broadcast open here so you can hear the national anthem. All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to do as much as our pregame as I can. Good evening, Cardinal fans, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. I know we say it a lot, but I can't say it enough. It's great to be home, although we've had technical difficulties again. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner, the Thumb, Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Good evening, everybody. Ready for some more Cardinal football here
Absolutely.
in the Grand
and
Ole
we've
Stadium.
got the man, the myth, the legend, Bernie Mac, a.k.a. Ric Flair, Rosendo. Welcome, Rosendo
Yes,
Cabello.
sir. Yes, sir. Take it away there, Jimmy. Take
Tonight
it away.
is round 2 of district play. District 4 2A is by far the toughest district in 2A football in the entire state, no doubt. In fact, over the last 4 years, the state championship game has been between 2 teams from this district. Completely unheard of. A team from this district has been in the championship game 9 of the last 10 years, and a team from this district has won it all 6 of the last 8 years. A crazy tough district. Some other info I wanted to go over there, but I'll jump ahead. Eunice enters this game tonight in a 3-way tie for last place in the district with Jow and Loving. Eunice, Jow, Loving are winless in district so far. I expect that to change soon. Eunice is currently ranked number 2 in 2A football, while Tularosa is number 5. Last week, Eunice traveled to Texaco for that number 1 versus number 2 matchup and a rematch of last year's state title game. The Cardinals jumped out early 21-0 with seconds remaining in the first half. Texaco scored. The momentum shifted. Eunice ended up losing that game. Maddox Mata was your player of the game. Old Green Gloves, he did sustain an injury, and we're hoping he's back here tonight. For the season, Eunice is 5-2 with a loss to 2A number 1 Texaco and 3A number 1 St. Mike's. Elijah Melanson, the leader of this team. The young man has an opportunity to go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks in Eunice history. He's already thrown for 22 touchdowns on the season. For his career, he's thrown for 6,500 yards and 94 touchdowns on his career. He passed last week. He passed Gavin Hardison, who played D1 at UTEP, and then for the Miami Dolphins in the touchdown passes thrown. He's 2 touchdowns behind Artesia's Landry Jones, who played for Oklahoma and for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I had a lot more I wanted to go over with. We're out of time. Tularosa in white, Eunice in the red, and we are ready for kickoff here in Eunice as Tularosa will be kicking to Eunice.
And here we go. Let's get this game started, ladies and gentlemen.
Eunice in the red tonight with Tularosa in their white jerseys.
And it is nice and cold.
I
A
concur.
little bit chilly.
So Tularosa getting ready to kick off. I'm trying to get all my notes situated. Once again, we had technical difficulties. They take it at about the 30.
That's number 5
Trying
for
to turn
Eunice.
the corner
And he
is
got
Hassi, I believe. He turns
Yes, sir.
the corner,
Hassi
gets
Algota.
knocked out right past midfield. And so Hassi Algota with a good return there for the Cardinals.
It's a good start for the Eunice Cardinals after last game. Hopefully they can capitalize early and put some points on the board. What do you think about that, guys?
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Definitely.
Trying to, once again, get all my notes in order. The Cardinal offense will take the field.
1st and 10 on about the 48 of Tularosa.
Reminder, Johnny's going to keep Outlaw Grill open late tonight for anybody who'd like to come in at the completion of this game and get something to eat. My wife and I went last week after the game. He had it open. It was a great environment, great food, and so jump in there tonight when you leave this game. Cardinals take the snap. That's Melanson. He's going to tuck it and run right up the middle. He plows ahead. He picks up about 4 and then gets hit hard and knocked to the ground.
That's kind of a little different for what we're normally seeing, right?
Yeah, to start, for
Yeah,
sure.
for the start,
You know, we
for
talked
sure.
about that. Charlie and I talked about it last week. We saw a lot of that in the second half of the
lot of it.
Texaco game. Snapping it and him just taking off. So 2nd down, we'll call it 6. Ball spotted about the 44-yard line inside Tularosa Wildcat territory. Melanson takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Woods. Woods is bobbing. He's weaving. He's still on his feet. He's across the 1st down marker and all the way down to about the 31-yard line. 1st down Cardinals.
Beautiful run there by a young man, moving that ball, going north and south, making it look easy, staying behind those big blockers he has up there.
Yeah, he's definitely picking up where he left off the last couple of weeks. Elgin also has had some injuries this season. He went down last week as well.
Oh, he did?
Popped back up, and so between Woods and Mata, I'm always worried about those two. Woods takes this one. He bops through the middle, still on his feet, spinning and falls down or gets knocked down right around the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. We'll call it a gain of about 5.
Yep. Oh, I guess I could do the.
So 2nd down and 5, ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Once again, we appreciate all of you helping us out. Melissa Holland, Leanne Reeves, Shane Williams, Heath Dean, Jolene Bowman, Nikki, Penny Parker, Debbie Vance, all of you that were sending messages telling us our sound was bad, that sort of thing. We appreciate you. They pitched that ball. I'm trying to see who that is. I believe it's Lord trying to turn the corner. Can I get a witness, Lord? Ooh. And he's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards.
That went a long way to pick up a few yards, huh?
Yeah,
he did.
That was a
ran
long.
from this sideline all the way to that sideline, so he ran 52 yards, and 2 of them were
positive.
North and south.
Yeah. 2 positive yards out of 50, huh?
So 3rd down, we'll call it a long 3. Cardinals jump to the line of scrimmage, trips out here to the left, 1 to the right. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. 9:57 remaining in quarter 1. They hand it to Woods. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's through the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles and is inside the 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Cardinals.
He does a beautiful job. It hides behind the blockers. He just kind of cuts and moves, breaking ankles left and right. Getting some positive yardage out of their Woods boots there.
Debbie tells me that Debbie's Country Kitchen celebrating 28 years and still going strong. She wants to thank the community for their support. Get down to Debbie's Country Kitchen, get you something to eat. An amazing place, an amazing lady.
Did you see what they did?
I didn't.
They played music between the play.
Oh, they're pulling the
go.
Texaco.
Yeah,
they hand it to Woods. Woods trying to get around the corner. He gets slung. He stayed on his feet. He pushes inside the 10, but he stepped out. Yeah. They're going to say stepped out back around the 11. He will pick up about 3, maybe 4.
Yep.
Yeah, he picked up some yards.
Let's see where they spot him at. Once again, Debbie's Country Kitchen, one of our sponsors. Oh, face mask on the defense. I didn't see the.
I didn't see the flag neither.
Yeah, I didn't see the flag, but that'll give them a free 5 anyway. Yep. Instead of a pickup of 3 or 4, we'll end up with. It must have been a spot foul because we picked up about 8. So it's going to be 1st and about 2.5 maybe. Ball all the way down to almost the 5-yard line. They hand to Woods. Woods trying to stay on his feet. He got spun around and gets all the way down inside the 2-yard line. And I believe it's going to be 1st and goal from around the 2.
I agree with the judge there. I believe that's a good call.
Woods got hit in the backfield, spun around on one leg, looking like a ballerina there for a second, and then kept on trucking.
Give it to him one more time so we can get in the end zone. Oh.
Here we go into that little push. They're going to hand it to Woods.
He got hit in the back.
Hit the backfield. And I don't know that he got back to the line of scrimmage. We have struggled down inside the 10 all season long. Our goal line offense is not very good.
Kind of reminds me of the.
We look a little shaky.
Don't say
yeah, we look a little shaky when we get down inside the 10.
Get a little
We're
nervous.
a spread it out and a let it fly team, and man, we have struggled down here when we get down in the red zone.
And they're spread out right now.
So they're going to hand it to Woods again. He's trying to truck it in. He dives through.
I
think he got in, and they're going
to
signal. Touchdown, Elgin Woods with a 2-yard touchdown run.
So the Cardinals do their thing on their first drive all the way down and score a touchdown here with 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Woods will get through that run and
that'll send Woods out for the kick. You've got Hyan Castro to hold. And so he's down and ready. Think that's Green Glove snapping for him. We'll see here in just a minute. They take the snap. It's down. The kick is up.
Low.
It got deflected right at the line, and I think it got through.
He calls
it
it good, yeah.
And it is good.
Wow.
So the Cardinals on a deflected line drive extra point goes through, and the Cardinals take the lead 7-0 with 8:26 remaining in the first. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BJ Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsor of today's football game.
So the Cardinals kickoff team headed out onto the field. Elgin Woods, who just scored the touchdown and kicked the extra point. Now he's headed out there for the kickoff.
Let me give a shout out to Ulysses Anguiano and Freddie Anguiano watching the game from Taylor, Texas.
All right.
That's a long ways.
Nice.
One of the 2 T's.
We
But
had
they can hear us clearly, he said.
We had a group send us some nice hats
Yes,
today.
sir.
Empire,
Yes.
is that right?
Yes,
Empire
sir.
Services.
Yep, J.R. Hernandez.
Yeah.
Man, they
Like
sent
it.
us some cool hats, so we appreciate Empire.
That was a nice
We're
kick.
looking good with these hats with the E on them up here. Cardinals kick it all the
Oh,
way
nice
back
job there
inside
by
the
the
15,
Birds there.
He goes
and they come
nowhere.
flocking in there,
you
and they
go.
take them down.
And number 5 was the first one to hit him.
That's Gorta again,
Gorta.
right?
He was on him.
Hassi doing work. I tell you what, Hasiel has got the makings of one heck of a football
He's young,
player.
correct? He's a sophomore,
freshman,
freshman?
I
A
believe.
freshman?
Freshman, I think.
That's a big old ball for a freshman.
And so he's, he may be a sophomore. I may have misspoke because I think he's Dottie's age.
Not his age.
But
He might be a freshman. He probably failed again. No, I'm joking.
Anyway, he's going to be a heck. He's already a good
boy.
football
Yes.
player. He's going to be a heck of a football player. Trying to see who the QB is. Is that number 5 for Thule?
I don't know, but we almost got him in the
Guy
backfield.
almost hit in the backfield. He's going to
Calvillo
turn
just misses
something
him.
or
He
nothing
turned it.
into something, and then he gets taken out by Lord.
Almost
That was
got a
number
first down.
22.
I think that's a double digit for the quarterback, Coach.
Do you?
I think that's 13, I believe.
They
Tells
got
you
how
about
good
50
my eyes
yards on
are.
that.
22 with that run. That 22 is Hood, Michael Hood.
Michael Hood, I like that name. Yeah, I
Trying
think
to
it is
see-
13 for the
Can you
quarterback,
see
sir.
a 13?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
Oh,
let me-
I apologize. It's a 10.
10, number 10.
Yeah, one.
10.
Got the
So
wrinkle right in the
10
middle.
is Seth Kazi.
Kazi?
We've got Hazi. They've got Kazi. Kazi takes the snap,
Kazi.
hands it to Hood.
I
Hood
like
says,
that.
"Not in my hood," as
Ooh,
he
boy.
pushes ahead all the way to the 30, and he's going to pick up a first down, 1st and 10, Thule.
Hood looked real good right there.
Yep. Yeah,
Man,
that was a good-looking Hood.
Their first down a while ago, we had him in the backfield.
Yeah.
turned
He's
some
dancing
yards
around, got
down there.
around. I thought Jose had him back there, but no, he didn't.
Yeah, Hood is
Gotta wrap
bobbing.
'em up.
He's weaving. It's 1st and 10, Thule. They're all the way out to the 29. We'll call it the 29-yard line. Thule in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Oh,
There's a
somebody
whole bunch
moved.
of people
Somebody
moving.
moved.
Was it them or us? The flag finally comes in.
Let's see what they say here. Looks like there was a lot of people moving.
Yes, sir.
I think
We're going to
we were-
offset, I
think
bet
We
you.
were drawn off.
Well, I don't think they've got to pick whoever was the initial one here, whether it was us that drew
I think
them
it's the
or
one in
them.
white. Here we
So,
go.
yeah, they're going to move them back. Snapper infraction. A snapper. That's
Snapper.
like a turtle, right?
Yeah, like a
The snapping turtle.
snapping turtle.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they that's like the Maryland, the Terps. I think they have those at the 4th of July deal down there. They race them at the
They
park.
put him in that tub and
That's
sneak him out, huh?
right. So here goes
I used to love
the
those
snap.
turtle
They're going to
races.
run Hood up the middle. Hood's tough. The Cardinals flock in, and they're pushing him backwards, and they take him down. He's going to pick up about 2. But after the penalty, that's going to make it 2nd and probably about 13.
That was Ornelas and number 20 for the Eunice Cardinals. Webb on that tackle.
That's Cooper Webb.
Yes, Cooper. I
Getting in
apologize.
there and doing business. Cooper Webb, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Ornelas. So we definitely appreciate you.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
so
we do.
jumping in there at 2nd, we'll call it 13. Ball spotted about the 26-yard line. Kazi in the backfield, got a man in motion. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to Hood.
he
Hood's
almost fumbled
bobbing.
it.
He's weaving. He's hopping around, and he goes down at the hands of big number
21
20.
Ornelas in there.
Is that 21?
Yes, sir.
So that's Ornelas in there making the tackle.
He's a freshman as well, correct?
I don't have them listed here. I should, but I don't.
We'll go ahead and go. The guy that's announcing over there.
That's got our same roster that we gave
Yeah.
him. So he'll
Hopefully
have
he has a superintendent. He can help him out with the
that.
numbers.
Yeah, they can probably help for sure.
A little help
So
here.
6:30 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Eunice leads. Tule's Kazi in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's looking pass.
He's wide open right there.
Thought
Tule's
about
wide
throwing it
open.
across the
Boy, he's got
middle.
all
Look
day
at the
to
Now
blocking.
he's sending a man in motion, and then the ball hits the turf, and it's an incomplete pass.
That young man had a day and a half to throw
He
that
He
ball
had
away,
a lot
man.
of time,
man.
but I tell you,
Wow.
the Eunice secondary was doing an amazing
Yeah, they
job
did a
of
great
staying
job.
with the receivers.
That's a good coverage.
He hesitated on a
Kazi.
few of them, man.
Kazi from Tule was directing his receivers and turning them where he wanted them to go.
And he
the
had that
defense
hand cocked
stayed
to the ball
with
right
him.
here.
Right,
Yes.
As we
Yes,
go to
I
strip it.
agree.
Looks like they're sending their punt team out.
So the punt team for Tule appears to be coming onto the field.
Don't trust them, boys.
With the things
Don't
that
trust
we've seen the last couple of weeks, you
Yeah.
never know if somebody's going to punt it. I think we punted or did a fake on 4th and 40 the other day in front of our own end zone. There's the snap. And we kicked that one away, or he does. It's a good kick. Gomez back. He's going to take it off the bounce. Takes it, turns it into the middle, pushes ahead, and he's going to break midfield right to about the 49 where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
Give a shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Pregame Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsor of today's game.
Yeah, we've got, like Jessica Tyree, we appreciate you listening and giving information as well. So we've had technical difficulties the last couple of weeks. Melanson
just
takes
a
the
start.
snap, looks down the field,
Oh,
throws
just over
it
his head.
just out of the reach of Green Gloves, who got his fingers on it, just couldn't bring it in.
We got a pretty good breeze behind us, so that might have affected that pass a little bit.
So that'll make
Just
it
a
second
smidge,
and
right?
10 from.
Smidge.
They've spotted it about the 50. They initially had it inside the 50 at about the 49. And
And they gave us a smidge.
yeah, they gave us a smidge back.
Smidge
Just a
back-
little bit, huh?
backwards.
So 2nd and 10.
I'd rather have
Melanson in the
forward.
backfield with Woods. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They faked the. No, they handed
Oh,
to
they
Woods.
got
and
him in
he
the
gets
backfield
met
too,
in the
man.
Backfield.
He lost
Tularosa
it,
was
though.
not confused on that play, not one bit, huh?
Yeah, they drove him backwards for a loss of maybe 3. Yeah, it looks like
Yep.
a 3-yard loss.
They're generous on that one.
3rd and 13.
on the stop brings up 3rd down for the Cardinals.
The Cardinals with some personnel changes. They're going to send Melanson into the backfield all by himself in the shotgun. 2 receivers, no, 3 to the left side, 2 to the right. Melanson in the backfield by himself. Takes the snap. He's looking left. He comes back, throws it across the
Wide
middle. He's
open.
got a man. That's High-End Castro still on his feet down inside the 20, and it'll be 1st and 10 Cardinals.
That young man just catches everything they throw at him and always makes positive yards, man.
High-End Castro doing work on the
Very,
bullet
very
pass
impressed.
from Melanson. High-End caught the ball, did a little spin move right there in the middle of the field, and then took off running. And he's all the way inside the 20. We'll call it the 19, 1st and 10.
The high end's dancing out that kid as a cumbia, huh?
Yep.
Making people move.
Yep. He had Juan Sosa playing in the background, and he was
Boom,
cumbiaing
boom,
out
boom,
there.
boom.
All right, so here we go. Melanson and Woods now in the backfield. Melanson takes a snap,
Oh, there
looks
he
to
is.
his right,
There he
throws
is.
it into the
There he
corner.
is.
Oh,
Oh!
and just out of the reach of Green Gloves again. Right off the tip of the fingers. And so it's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10
He
for
was
the
just
Cardinals.
too wide open, I guess.
Yeah, that was a
Too good to be true type of deal.
yeah. They ran that little, almost like a little wheel, I think, out there on the outside, and Mata.
I think that wind's affecting his passing just a little
Yeah.
bit. He'll get-
Yeah,
he'll get
it's
it down.
blowing. You can see those
It's
flags, and they
blowing.
are moving for sure. Man, there are tons of people shouting out. Mr. Jeremy Salazar, we appreciate you. Perry Kimple, Eddie Montoya, Hyan Castro, we appreciate you. Liz Romero, Hayden Dean, Adam Juarez, we appreciate you.
And we
Cardinals,
lost yardage on that one, boys.
Yeah, they're going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
We are struggling on that 2nd down, aren't we, right now?
Yep.
Borowski on the stop brings up 3rd down for the Cardinals.
The the Jow group's asking me where we set up. Usually in their press box. I'm going to tell them here. And that is where we usually set up with
Yeah.
them. We go get in their press box at Loving.
Oh, are they setting up now?
Yeah, they're asking me.
What time's
So
your
there's
game
the
start at?
snap.
7:30?
Melanson rolling to his right. He's under
Oh, that's
pressure.
holding right there.
I thought I saw some too. And now he's going to try to turn the corner. He gets knocked out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 5.
54 keeps looking at the ref. Just walk away, bud.
One of our linemen here, looks like, is that 60?
I think that's 60 or 54.
60.
60.
Andre Soriano comes off the floor or off the field, I think, holding his leg, and he skips over here to the side. And we're going to have a timeout, Cardinals, 4th down and 7 when we come back. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen. Congratulations on 20 years, right, Jimmy?
Yes,
28
yes.
years. She said 28, right?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Either way, 20 and 28, but
I'm not on
congratulations
that
on that.
message.
Over 20.
I was reading something else. Let me go back
Cardinal
in there and
Hardware.
find it. 28.
Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, and Eunice Pump and Supply.
You guys don't even realize I've probably got 50 messages between text and Facebook Messenger, people sending me stuff and asking. So I was reading one of those when you said, "Ain't that right, Jimmy?" And I was like,
What?
So the Cardinal offense back onto the field. There's 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. The Cardinals lead 7-0, and they've got a little 4th and long here.
Little delayed game here.
Well, they're waiting on that. The
Odds?
timeout time wasn't
Okay,
up yet.
completely, yeah.
And our team was already out on the field ready to set up, and so is theirs. So now
Let's
the
go.
timeout timer's off,
That's a slow timer.
and so here we go. It's a minute. Melanson rolling to his left, looking down the field.
Oh, got a
There's
flag.
a holding flag. They're going to throw it into the end zone,
Woo.
and it gets deflected away.
So they'll
They're
delay
going
it
to
and
call
let it go.
holding, and I would guess they'll decline it.
Yeah,
Yeah, their coach
turn
is
it over.
declining. So the Cardinals are going to turn it over on downs,
Man,
and it'll be first down, Thule. I'm assuming that's going to be the call as holding.
I'm going to give a shout out to Justin Hobbs, who's watching it from Midland, Texas, he said.
Yeah, awesome, man. We appreciate you.
I love my hat. I got to take it off because I'm having trouble with it.
The chop block on Eunice, they said, right?
That's what they said. Yes, sir.
So we struggled on that series there, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, so,
Got to get it together, boys.
It's too early to be doing that, right?
yeah, for sure.
And we got the wind at our back. It's a good time to be moving that ball down.
And we appreciate the Tularosa group out there listening. Mr. Salazar, we
yeah.
miss seeing his son out here. A heck of a quarterback. And so we appreciate you guys listening for sure and watching there in Thule. Thule takes the snap. They're going to hand it
Hood
to
making
Hood.
some moves out
and
there.
Hood is bobbing. He's weaving. I tell you what, man, if
If he gets in the open field, we're in trouble, boss.
Hood's he's a player. It took
Picked up about a
6-8
yard.
Cardinals to finally get him down.
But unfortunately, you only got, 2 yards out of that?
About a yard. Yeah, about a yard.
Yard and a half.
So we'll make it
Yard
second
and
and
6
9. Ball spotted about the 16-yard line. 3:47 to go here in the first. Cardinals lead 7-0.
yard
Going to
and a
be some
smidge.
substitutions that are coming in. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Pass
Taking
all
the
the way.
snap, throwing it out here to the side, and the Cardinals going to get there
Beautiful
quick.
job
He's
there,
gonna
man.
pick up
Nice.
about 1 yard. That pass was complete to number 5, and 5 is Rosellas. And that's going to make it third down. We'll call it 7 from just inside the 20.
Eunice's defense is doing a great job right
Doing a
now,
good
even
job.
though they're shuffling people in and out and swapping from side to side.
And so the Cardinals defense trying to hold Thule here again. Thule takes the snap. Looking down the field is Kazi. He throws it out there to the left side. He's
Oh.
got a man, and they're going to have a first down out there and a big pickup. They're going to pick up about 12, maybe 15 yards all the way to the 35-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Thule.
That's a beautiful pass by Thule, huh? Tularosa.
They're moving the ball on us. We don't like it.
Typical barbershop talk today. I went down, was visiting with Lynn White and some others, and they were asking about what I thought my prediction in the game and saying would we win by 50 early. They're
What'd
going
you
to
say?
hand it to Hood. Hood trying to get some room
Oh.
again. He's going to pick up big. He's picking up maybe 7 that time.
Mm-hmm.
And my response to them was, to me, in watching Eunice, this Eunice Cardinal team this year is kind of a tale of two teams. When they're focused and not showboating or acting crazy, or when they're not expecting to win by 50, they're tough as nails.
Yep.
But when they come out a little loose and not focused, we don't look quite as tough. And so
Quarterback keeps it.
and right now, so far,
down.
that's kind of the look that
We're
that
getting
I
right
get
now in
from
this first
us.
quarter, right?
I asked a few of the kids, and I won't say who, just in passing, like, how's the game going to go? Oh, we're going to kill them. And when you have that mindset, it can bite you sometimes. And so, first and 10 here, ball spotted about the 47-yard line. Trips out here to the right, 2 over to the left. They throw a quick pass to 5, and he gets knocked down immediately. And
By
that
who?
is
Gomez.
Gomez
Yes,
coming
sir.
up from that free safety position.
That's the first time we say his name tonight, right?
That is. And
That's kind of odd. You usually say his name like 6 times in the first quarter.
For Thule, that was Pacheco that made that catch. So now we've got 3 receivers to the left, 2 out here to the right. So far, Thule's not been afraid to let it fly a little bit. Second down, we'll call it a long 6, maybe 7.
Good time
Kazi
for
looking down the
Well, it's a
field. He
long
throws
throw.
it out there to the side. They've got a man, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
I thought they had him in the backfield though for a second. That was Hood, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
They throw it out there to Hood. He went from running back to receiver. Ornalis
short-
makes the
short
tackle.
passes.
Yep. So it's third down. We'll call it 4 now. Ball all the way down inside the 48, maybe the 47-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hood and Kazi in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Hood.
job.
And coming
Who is
through
that?
right away.
Who is that?
Trying to see.
45.
That's 45. 45 is Patello.
Patello, Angel Patello coming in and getting a nice stop there.
He came through and took care of business and made it a loss. And so now it's going to be 4th. We'll call it a long 6. Ball all the way back to inside the 49-yard line. So the Cardinals need a big defensive play here with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. They lead 7-0. They need to stop here so they can turn the offense loose again. Kazi looking down the field. He's got a man in his face. He flips one out here to the side, and a great
And there's a
open
flag on the field,
tackle.
Coach.
I think they're going to call a late hit out there. Cooper Pearson with a heck of a play out here in the open.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
And they call the roughing the passer on the Cardinals.
That's
and
a
so
tough
that'll
call
give
right
an
there, man.
automatic first
Man,
down
he
for
had him-
Thule.
He had him by the time he threw it. No.
Yeah, I mean, he had his head down when he's bringing him down, too, so how does he know he threw the ball? Oh, well.
So the Wildcats get a big, big break right there on a huge penalty, and they march them all the way down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, first and 10.
16 seconds left in
Got
the
a paramedic
quarter.
coming on the field, Coach.
I wonder if that young man, that lineman that went off earlier with the knee or foot, leg, something.
Was it number 60, you said?
I believe that's correct.
Jorge Iota?
And so there's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle to Hood. In the backfield was that same young man
Yes,
that got
sir.
called for the personal foul a while ago. That is Armando Quijada Enriquez. And he comes through there and grabs him up and slams him down. He does pick up 1. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, Eunice 7, Tularosa 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Park Energy Service, BTA Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. Our proud sponsor of tonight's game. Take it away, Johnny.
So the Cardinals there in the first quarter, they lead 7-0. Honestly, in all reality, probably could have led 21-0.
A little sluggish right
And
now.
Yeah, they're playing
just-
sluggish. That's
yeah.
a good word.
Yeah, turned it over on downs a couple of times, and so we'll see if we can
We
kind of
missed
get
a-
the momentum going.
And we missed a few opportunities there, kind of like just sluggish, kind of like can't get in that
They're
in
just
a
not
groove.
fired up. They're
Yeah.
just not fired up right
It
now.
is kind of cool, but I mean, come on, Charlie, say something inspiring.
We'll see if we can get them going here.
Something inspiring.
Here we go.
Is that what you told me to say?
Put the hat on with your big old apple head.
Earlier when we were talking about this gentleman over on the side, that's number 50, Andres Sariano.
Oh, it's 50. I'm sorry.
I believe that's
Oh,
right.
50.
Okay, I thought you said 60 earlier.
Well, I did. But
I didn't.
I did.
Somebody on that side, I don't know.
5, 6.
So
they all
Thule
look the
headed
same
to
from
the
way up
line
there.
of scrimmage. Ball spotted about the 34. You've got Hood and Kazi in the backfield. Kazi in that shotgun position, takes the snap. He's going to
gonna
fake
keep
the
it.
handoff, try to turn it to his left. Coming through was big number 4-4. Kick in the door with 4-4, James Coulter.
He's playing a little defense now, huh?
Yes, he is. Got him out there in a linebacker position. Coulter is, broke onto the scene here as a senior, playing that running back position.
Doing pretty well on that.
And he's done a really good job. Very powerful runner. They've moved him over there now. They just dropped him down into this defensive end on this side. Kazi looking down the field. He's got a man there in the middle.
Makes a move and he's still on his feet.
The running back
Get
going
him.
to break through, and he's going to go all the way
Get
into
him.
the end zone, pretty much untouched, and he smokes the Cardinals secondary for 6 points.
He was untouched, ladies and gentlemen.
Score Cardinals 7.
And that was Esteban Barraza, I believe. And that's about a 35-yard touchdown pass, or actually a catch and run.
Catch and run, yes, sir. Oh, that's not good, boys, starting off the second quarter here, huh?
Yeah, the Cardinals, I said it a while ago, I just think they look a little flat to me, and I probably hurt feelings when I say that's the problem with this Cardinal team this year is they're real
Hot and cold.
Yes, and I know they've won a lot of games, but it's like sometimes
We got to keep winning games.
sometimes they just don't look what I think they should look like. This team is fantastic. There's no doubt about it. They've got all the pieces, but sometimes they just don't have the focus.
That little bit.
Yes.
That little bit.
Yep.
That little bit makes a big difference, ladies and gentlemen.
In the first quarter of the Texaco game, they looked absolutely amazing. Maybe the best I've seen them look in 3-4 years. And it was awesome.
Hitting on all cylinders.
But the problem with this group is they can also turn it off real quick and not look like that. And so
In sports, that's very, very. You shouldn't do that. It's either all the time 100% and wait till the game ends, man.
But in high school sports, it happens all the time.
it does. It happens a lot. But those teams that usually win it all don't do that very much.
Yep, they're focused.
They're the ones that can keep it
Dominate,
on the
man.
most.
They dominate.
Yep.
You got to keep the foot on the gas all the way.
So we got a 7-7 score here in Eunice. 11:25 remaining in the first half, and we got a tie ball game.
Sounds weird, don't it?
It does.
7-7, huh?
This is number 2 versus number 5 in the state. This Thule team is sitting right now in first place in the district. Them and Texaco are tied. They haven't played each other yet.
That's going to probably be a battle.
This is no chump team for sure. I just think that the Cardinals on paper are the better team. So Luis Gomez headed through. He's going to run out past the 40. And he's going to return that kick all the way to about the 43-yard line where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
That's a good job by Jorge Gomez there, getting the ball as far as he can.
That was Luis Gomez.
I'm sorry, Luis. I keep
That's
thinking about
all right.
Jorge, his
That's
older
the
brother.
Shout out to him.
Yep. He's going to be missed on the basketball court this year.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
We'll have the Twin Towers out there, huh?
And
the
my
twins.
understanding, I don't know if they've changed his mind, but this one decided he wasn't going to play if his brother wasn't. That's what I heard.
Maybe it changes his mind.
That was during the summer. He had decided he wasn't going to play basketball this year. And so there's a snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle to Woods. Woods bobbing. He's
wow,
weaving.
on his
He's
feet.
pushing ahead all the way to midfield.
Good
And he's
yardage.
going to pick up at least 8.
That's a good, strong run there by Mr. Woods.
I concur.
Like they're on the stop. Second down for the Cardinals.
Very good run.
Reminder, tonight, Outlaw Grill is staying open late specifically for the football crowd. So text
let's
your
go eat.
family, text your friends, tell them go eat at Outlaw
Jimmy's
tonight.
buying.
They throw it down the field to Gomez. Gomez catches it about the 40, spinning, trying to get some yardage, and he's all the way down to about the 38-yard line where Eunice will have it 1st and 10.
I like the catch. I like the move, but he needs to take care of that ball a little bit more because I thought it popped out for a little bit.
First down, Cardinals.
So 1st and 10,
take
ball
care of that
spotted
ball.
at the 38. Green Gloves and Gomez over here on the right side. They're looking this way, and now they go back the other
little
way
sidearm.
to Green Gloves, who ran across the left side.
Oh, make a
He
move.
makes the catch. He's still moving, and he's all the way down inside the 25. We'll call it the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 Eunice.
They must have heard you, Jimmy, because look how they're playing right now. Look how that step they have out there on the field for the
Got a
Cardinals.
little
Little
pep in
attitude,
their
yeah.
Step. Yep.
They got us wired into their helmets, I think. Here.
So you've got Gomez, Mata, and Hyan all out here on the right side.
There he is. Pick
Running
one.
to the right, throws it
Got a
into
flag.
the corner. and trying to tiptoe on a dive and catch was Gomez.
Gotta
Couldn't
hold
quite pull it in, and we've got a holding on Eunice.
Yep. No. He said it was holding, right, Mr. Jones?
I believe that's right. I believe he said it was holding on the Cardinals.
Okay.
Yep. 10 yards, 1st and 20.
So we'll see what the final call is, but I'm sure they'll back us up.
It's not good, man. We're rolling so easily right there.
10:19 to go here in the first half. It's a tie ball game, 7-7. Shout out to Debbie. Debbie's Country Kitchen, 28 years. Man, I think I've been eating there the whole time, too.
You can tell.
Yep, I do some workouts. That's why Shauna and the group down at the Eunice Health Clinic tell me I need to watch
Look
my
at our Woods. Look at our
cholesterol.
Woods out there.
Woods.
They're still on his
bobbing.
feet,
He breaks
boys.
out to the left side.
Look
He's
at that.
trying to turn the corner. He
Woo-wee.
got spun around about the 10. He's going to step out of bounds
That'll be a
there,
1st and 10.
but he'll get a first down.
Man, put us back where we were at earlier. That young man is running with a purpose tonight.
Yes, he is. Also, a reminder, tomorrow, 8 a.m., Eunice Youth Football will be down in Jal.
Yep.
Again.
Jal this week. So
My grandson's got a bye, so I get to sleep in tomorrow.
Melanson rolling to the right.
Oh, where's the flag on that,
yeah,
man?
There comes the flag.
There it is.
My goodness.
And that is number 10.
Yeah, Hank just got lit up for no reason.
Man, he got lit up off helmet to helmet,
Yes,
too.
that's targeting college
Now,
football.
in my day, that was a fantastic hit.
Yeah, but that's
nowadays,
bad,
no.
way back then. That's why.
That's why we all stutter and don't understand how to respect
That's why y'all some of y'all became
authorities.
cops, huh?
That's right. Yeah, that's why our brain didn't quite work right. When they tell me I can't say things on the radio, I say, well, shoot, I got my head hit so many times, you can't tell me that stuff, you know. But anyway, 10:02 to go here in the second quarter. 7-7 is the score.
Oh, 1st down and 4 now.
Melanson, ball spotted about the 5-yard line. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. He takes the snap. They hand it to Woods. Woods trying to turn the corner. He's still on his feet. He's down to about the 2, and the Cardinals will have it. It's going to be close to a first down.
How to measure that?
I think they might be a half-yard shy.
Just a smidge.
Oh, it's a smidge, huh?
Rosendo would say.
And
I like what Woods did there when he was about to finish the run. He put his shoulder down and ran somebody over.
Yep.
Yep.
Fell forward. I like that about that young man.
9:35 on the clock. 7-7 is the score. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. 2nd and 1. They give it to
him
Woods.
wide
He's got
open.
the gap, and he's in there. Touchdown. Elgin Woods puts 6 more on the board.
How about that, Charlie?
How about all that?
How about that? Like nothing.
what I'm
You guys
talking
just keep
about.
doing that. Be consistent with that.
So a 2-yard touchdown run by Elgin Woods.
Ooh.
Woods has had some injuries, and it's nice to see him out there
Yeah.
bobbing and weaving and looking like Elgin.
Getting ready to kick that extra point, too.
Looking like Elgin. I like that.
Right.
I wanted to get up a little higher than last time. Kind of made us nervous.
a
Hyan
little nervous,
Castro
huh?
back to hold. He takes the snap, puts it down.
It
The
was a
kick
little
is
higher.
up.
A little
It was
higher.
just a little higher, but it goes through. And the Cardinals now take the lead 14-0 with 9:28 remaining in the first half. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports 14-7.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Pregame Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac. Remember, folks, after the game, go get yourself a pizza
Yep.
at Pregame Pizza.
Big
It'll
old
be open.
pizza.
Shout out to Alan and Jackie Miller. We appreciate you for sure. Bob Klaus
Yes,
says
that's the
that
name I like to hear.
Jal 6, Loving 0 in the second quarter.
In Loving, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I like
So
that.
9:28 to go here in the first half. Eunice getting ready to set up the. So Eunice has got like a system where they call the what type of kickoff or punt or whatever that they're going to do.
Where they place the ball at.
Yeah, and they give a signal and so anyway,
You just gave it away,
it is
Jimmy.
what it
Thank
is.
you, Jimmy.
9:28 to go.
That was
Here
our
we
secret
go.
weapon.
They kick it deep. Catching it, I say deep, it's around the 24.
Somebody
He's
better hit
got a
him.
little gap.
Somebody better
He's
hit him.
trying to get through
Oh.
there. That was number 5.
Five.
And, man, he almost broke that one. That is Fabian Pacheco.
Close to midfield.
I got a little scared there, Mr. Jones.
Me too.
That young man was going fast in a hurry, too.
Miss Rebecca Waddell tells me that tomorrow, 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball tournament in Loving.
Okay.
Let's go Lady Cards. I'm sure Macy will be over there putting the slam dunk on somebody.
Slamming them down.
Spiking it off somebody's forehead like a Ben Stiller movie. 9:22 to go here in the first half. They hand it right up the middle to Hood, and he takes it all the way into our Hood, crosses the 50, and he's going to be real close to the first down.
I have to call him Ricky off Boys in the Hood, huh?
Run, Ricky! Looked like Ice Cube as he was running through there saying, telling us we're not Debo. And they take the snap. Kazi just going to duck and run, and they wrap him up, but he's going to push forward and get a first down. First down, Thule.
And Kazi's a good-sized boy there, too,
There's
huh?
Mr. Miller walking down through the stands there. You don't have to show him on the camera, but he's our last week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient. We'll have another one tonight, so congratulations, Mr. Miller, and thank you for all that you do.
Took advantage of that outlaw grill.
One of the most exciting, passionate middle school teachers for sure. Kazi takes the snap, throws it over to the right side. He's got a man.
Number 2.
And the Tularosa
moving
Wildcats are moving it now. They're going to say it's incomplete. I guess the ball popped out there at the end.
Looked like a good catch.
One thing
I
about
thought
it,
he made a catch, he made a move, but I could be
Thule's
wrong.
found some gaps in the defense that they're trying to exploit for sure.
They seen something, or Jimmy said it on the radio and they heard it.
I might have to give my Heath Dean Rock Boogie Oogie Oogie or whatever.
Boogie.
8:36 to go here in the first half. Thule back in the shotgun. Kazi takes the snap, hands it to Hood. He's pushing forward, still on his
Ricky's
feet,
on his
breaking
feet there.
tackles, and he's all the way down to ran about 20 yards to pick up about 3.
He's scaring me, boys. It sounds like he's warming up, man.
3rd down and 7.
Jose Calvillo finished him off there. And Thule back into that spread offense. As we mentioned, these two coaches come from the same lineage. Coach Felicetti over there coached under Coach Gleghorn and Hobbs, and even before Hobbs, he came to Hobbs with Gleghorn. And our coach, Jackson,
just off his hands.
also under that group. That's who he coached with before he came here. So an incomplete pass, it's going to make it 4th, and we'll call it a long 6 for Thule.
Looks like Thule's going to go for it, aren't they?
I would guess inside their territory here,
Why not,
already
right?
trailing 14-7. They don't want to give the Cardinals a chance at 21-7 here. So they're going to try to do something. The only thing that they might do different is just a little quarterback catch it and punt, but I don't see it out of that formation. So here goes Kazi. He takes a snap. He's looking down the field. He fires one over. The ball is on the ground. It pops out, and a great defensive play there by Hasiel.
Turn the ball over.
Man, Hasiel's having a great game tonight,
telling
boys.
you, he is.
Nice
the
hard
clock
hit right
is
there.
running. I'm not sure why, but it is running,
Really
still
forgot to
running.
touch it. Stop the clock, really.
So the clock continues to run as we've got a change of.
He got it.
Oh, there we go. All right, so 1st and 10. The Cardinals head to the line of scrimmage. 41 seconds are at their 41-yard line.
41 seconds went off the clock.
Ran off the clock.
There's Woods.
Woods bops out.
Get
He's
there.
still on his feet.
Make a
He's to the
move.
50.
Ooh.
Trying to break
He's still
through.
on
He's
his-
got people grabbing him. They're
He's
slamming
carrying
him.
big
They're
old
ripping him
72, man.
around, and he's going to drag him for a first down.
He carried 72 like 3 yards. You see that?
Man, I tell you.
It's like me carrying Charlie.
He's like 5'6", 130 pounds
Trying
on
to
a
get
good
you to carry
day.
me last night. Wouldn't do it.
And they're all the way down for a first down. Cardinals on the legs of Woods.
Give it to him again. They ain't waiting for the old legs. No, we're going for a pass. Way back.
Oh, they're trying to set up that screen, and they do, and Woods gets it.
We got a
They were
flag.
all over it. They're going to
man.
call either holding or pass interference
Yeah,
or
I
something
think-
right here on our guy.
On 54.
And so, yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he
Woods
gotta
came up
do
kind of
something.
limping right there, too. Where's he at? Where's
It
Whitehead?
wasn't, and it was for
Let's
very
see
little
what
gain.
the call is here.
I don't like that play.
What was that noise? Sounded like a tornado hit the back of the building or
Blocking the back.
blocking the back. So 10 yards from the spot. It's a spot foul. They're going to push it all the way back to the 44-yard line.
Oh, 1st and 20. That's
So the
room to
Cardinals
go.
back to the line of scrimmage. Taking the snap is Melanson. He slings it over to his left to Hyan Castro. They're going to pick up about maybe 6 all the way to the 50-yard line.
Castro on the reception.
And that'll make it first or second and probably 14 for the Cardinals.
That's what Jimmy needs right there. This guy has 2 headsets on and 2 mics.
Oh, yeah?
Right here. This guy, crazy guy's drinking Dr. Pepper over here.
So second and 13. Melanson puts a man that's
Look at him.
lowered in motion. He fakes the little pitch to him and then tries to turn the corner to the left,
Oh, man.
and he's going to get driven into the turf and not pick up much.
Very little gain.
It
Man, we're
is windy
struggling out
out
there.
here, folks. For those of you that don't know, that wind is humming. It is blowing, and it's a cold wind.
Yes.
And it sounds like it's about to blow our press box over.
The ceiling, every time the wind blows, it picks up a little bit.
Oh, that's what it
making
is,
that
those
noise.
ceiling tiles.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We just got a hold on the Charlie. We'll be okay.
Hang
So
on,
third
boys.
down, Melanson takes the snap, trying to set
all
this
day.
drag up
Not all
across the
day.
middle. Now he rolls to the right, looking
Careful.
down the field.
Careful.
Trying to turn the corner, and he's going to get knocked down, and it's going to be about a 5-yard loss.
On the carry.
I concur.
Is on the stop.
Throw that
Picks up
ball.
4th down.
Nobody is open, man. Young man was running for his life there, boss.
So that'll
Yeah,
make it
throw it
fourth,
out.
and we'll call it 15. And so the punt team will come onto the field. Once again, the Cardinals just doing all right
They go in there
and
they-
ahead.
They get a touchdown and they just back off.
As long as we're
This
winning,
may
we're
be
okay.
the go-for-it team. I'm not sure. I think it is. Melanson going to take the
Oh, they
snap,
are gonna go
drops
for it.
back. He's looking down the field, trying to find somebody now as he's going to duck
got
and
room.
run.
He
and
got
he's
blockers,
all the way
too.
to the first
We
down
got a
marker
first
and
down.
then some. Takes a big shot at about the 32-yard line, but Melanson using his legs to pick up the first down.
Excellent.
A beautiful vision by him, man. Unless there's a
They
setup
were-
play
they
that
were
way already.
expecting a punt,
Yep.
so he's like, I'm going to run this.
32-yard line.
5:06. Melanson is the punter, so sometimes they
Right.
throw people off because he jumps back there in the shotgun and he may step back and punt it, or he
just
may throw it down the
or
field.
in this case, run it.
Yeah.
So first and 10, ball spotted about the 32-yard line. Melanson takes the snap, hands it to Woods. Woods cuts through the middle. Still on his feet. He gets power driven at the end, but he.
Yep.
Woods on the carry.
Is there a flag?
I don't see it.
So we got a timeout, Tularosa, with 4:38 remaining in the first half. The Cardinals lead Thule 14-7. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac.
Got a special shout out to a special listener, Damien Fairbrush, my grandson.
Oh yeah, all right.
He's over there in Seminole watching this on the big screen and
He's
listening.
over there at Smelly Hole. He needs
Smelly
to come back
Hole.
over here to the real country,
I know.
Eunice country.
Tell him, Jimmy.
Get out of that smelly hole over there.
Damien,
Get on over
you
here.
hearing that?
You need to be a Cardinal. You look good in red. Red really like highlights your smile. Them dimples, I mean, it makes you look good. Ladies like red. You got to get on back over here, Damien. Be hanging out in the smelly hole. Come on back to the real town. 4:38 to go here in the first half. The timeout from Tularosa trying to slow this Cardinal offensive drive. Melanson in the backfield all by himself. We've got trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Melanson in that shotgun. Takes the snap, looking down the field. Here comes the blitz. They throw it to Green Gloves.
Nice.
He tries to put a move on somebody, gets taken down around the 16-yard line. That'll be first down, Eunice.
Maddox on the
That's how we do it, man. Little by little, little by little.
Yeah, you don't need it all at once. Just keep on pushing.
Maddox, a.k.a. Green Gloves, nicknamed that by Resendo here in our broadcast
That's
back
stuck.
about his freshman year, and he's
That's
been Green
stuck.
Gloves
Yep,
ever
forever,
since.
yep.
Melanson in the backfield again by himself. The big center, Jose Calvillo, barking out orders to his line. He's ready. Takes the snap. Looking down the field. Throws it right to Green Gloves again at the same place. He's going to pick up about 7, maybe 6, all the way down to the 10-yard line.
he's
It'll
caught
be
him
second
exactly
about
at the 10.
3.
Hood on the stop. 2nd down for the Cardinals.
Maybe 4. 2nd and 4. Exact same play there as they're hooking up.
Ball at the 10-yard
And that wind is
Melanson.
picking up, Mr. Jones.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
it
winds
is
are picking
humming.
up.
It is
You
humming.
hear it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
whistling.
They hand it to Woods. He's
Oh, he
trying to
gets
get
smothered.
through there, and he got wrapped
Yeah,
up, and the
nothing
ball
doing
popped
there.
out at the end. Let's see what the call is. If
I
they
think
call
he was
it
down already.
We'll see
Yeah,
what
I
the
think
call
he
is.
was.
But
I
Woods is down as well.
haven't seen anybody give a
Uh-oh.
signal, and Woods is down. So we've got an injured player on the field, and that is Woods, and he got hit hard right there in the middle by a host.
Oh, they got some
of
big
Wildcats.
kids in the middle of their
Yes.
line there. Pretty big fellas.
Man.
So not a good sign. So they're saying
Okay.
that he was down by contact, but he is down on the ground. While that's going on, we definitely, we're thinking about Elgin for sure, but we want to shout out to some sponsors. Parker Energy Services. Brett and Penny Parker always doing so much for the community. Penny was texting a while ago when we were having sound problems saying the sound is not good, and we appreciate you guys, appreciate you listening. BTH Services and Rental, Mr. Chad Howler and all of his group down there. Eunice Pump and Supply. Man, Eunice Pump and Supply is not only one of the most amazing sponsors for the
They
Eunice
sponsor a
Cardinals.
lot of
They
folks.
sponsor Tatum.
Yep.
They sponsor Hobbs. They sponsor the junior college. I mean, they do so much for so many, so we appreciate Becky
Elgin's up and
Nogelmeyer and the Matthews. We appreciate you. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Candida, Elma Romero, Aaron, and all the gang down there. We
He's staying
definitely appreciate you. I don't
Oh,
think
he
it's
has to
a
come
can.
out. He has to come out.
Well, they took a timeout, so what do you
The
have
Eunice
to
Health Clinic,
Oh, no.
the Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. We just mentioned 28-year anniversary. Cardinal Hardware, the Davis and the Myers family. So here we go, 3:30 to go.
Best sponsors in the business out here.
And so the Cardinals looking third and about 3. They take the snap. They fake the handoff this time, and trying to turn the corner is Melanson. He's going to push forward, and we got a late flag over here. In fact, I think we got two flags that come in.
The holding?
Unless
That's big 5'4". Nick Hernandez,
What,
what
they call
they call
holding?
the holding
Yes, sir.
on.
that was like a delay hold. You see how the white hat's showing him what he's doing wrong?
The Eunice
having a
coaching
conversation.
staff is all the way out on the field. They are
They're
not
shouting
happy
at
with
each other. You see
call.
that?
Yes.
If you can hear him all the way up here.
So I had a question from a listener.
Yeah.
Can you, since you're a judge, can you order Damien to play in Eunice? that
Probably
was
not.
That was a proud great grandma of that boy.
They would have to extradite him back from Texas now.
Got to extradite him and
We've
all
got
that.
to get an extradition order.
Why don't you just kidnap him?
3:10 to go here in the first half. Melanson in the backfield. Third down, we'll call it 13. Here comes the blitz trying to get to him. They
Oh,
pick it
Big
up at the
Ten.
last
Oh,
minute.
almost intercepted. Whoa.
And the Wildcats had the pick there. It goes
Man.
in and out of the hands
Wow.
of number 11. That's
Dangerous.
Cade Lochner. The ball hit him right in the chest.
Yeah. And Hine was wide open. He just missed him by a little. Give it to him again.
And
Give it to him
in
again.
Melanson's defense, he had like
Yes, all that pressure in front of
a
him, throwing
straight
into
blitz
the wind.
coming at him. He's throwing off his back foot into the wind with a guy diving to smack him
Yep.
right as he let it go.
They do have some big boys on that line.
Fourth down and 13. Ball spotted about the 19-yard line. Trips to the left. 2 out here to the right. Melanson in the backfield. Here comes the blitz again. It's showing anyway, unless they pop off of it.
Let's see it.
Yeah, there goes the snap. Here comes the blitz right through the middle. Melanson trying to turn
He's
the
running for
corner.
his
He
life.
does. He crosses it across his body, and this
Oh,
time
my
it is
gosh.
picked off by Thule. And they take him down. They take down the Wildcat that picked that ball off back inside the 10. And the Cardinals not looking very Cardinal-like today.
Hey, it was
Wow.
tough on that. You called it from the very beginning. They blitzed up front. He was in trouble as soon as he got the ball. He's rolling out, rolling out.
Yep. Running across, trying to throw it
Yep.
across his body with 2 guys. And those weren't like big, slow linemen. Those were like
Yes,
linebackers
big, yes.
that were on the move.
Coming at him.
And then once again, he's throwing into the wind, too,
The
so that's
Eunice
hurting him as
coaching
well.
staff is back down here in the ear of the official again. He's still letting them have it. 2:49. They take the snap, looking down the
Oh,
field.
no, he's wide open
He
over here.
throws it down the field,
just
and it
missed
goes
him.
just
Just
off the
missed him.
hands.
Do you see number 5 over there by their bench? He was wide open, man.
And so the Cardinal defense holds there. It's going to make it 2nd and 10. Ball spotted about the 10. 2:44 to go here in the first half. Cardinals got to get something going.
We need to stop him right here.
I concur.
Yeah, just looking a little flat this first half. They
Maybe
get
Jackson will take them in there and give them a little warm up.
Warm them
Butt
up a little
chew in
bit.
here in a minute. 14-7. Take the snap. They throw it over here to the right side. Left side, I'm sorry, our right. And they're going to pick up about 5 all the way out to the 15. That ball was complete to, was it 11?
Yes, sir, number 11.
So 11 is Lochner. And Lochner picks up about 5 on the reception. So back in the backfield is Kazi. He's got his main man, Hood, back there with him. And they're going to hand it right
You
to
called
Hood.
it, Jimmy.
Hood heads over to the right side.
What's he
trying
doing
to
running
turn the
backwards?
corner.
Oh, no.
Man, he just
That's
bobbed
what he
and
was doing.
weaved. He put the whoop-de-doo on him. The
The
ball
ball
comes
comes out.
and Thule picked it up on the pop-out.
That was a quarterback who
I'm not sure
picked
who
it
that
up.
was that came in. I think it was Luis Gomez that ripped the ball out of his hands.
Yep. He stripped it out, but Tootie came back up with it.
And then the ball got kind of bumped around, and it rolled down the field about 5 or 10 yards.
Number
And where
10
Thule
is-
recovered, it's a first down.
As a quarterback,
10's
he's
come
limping.
up limping pretty good.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 28. Kazi limping in the backfield. He is looking at his wrist for the play call. He's ready. Takes the snap. Looking past the whole way. Trying to throw it. He does over to the right side. He's got a man. And
Oh, yeah.
coming in
Oh,
was
that was
Luis
close.
Gomez.
That was
right
close,
on time.
Jones.
He got there good. I thought he was there.
Nah, he was there about the
Yeah,
time the ball
I
hit.
think so too. I think, but there is a flag back here
Oh.
in the back. It's either going to be a holding or a late hit of some sort. See what the call is. Got to be holding. Man, that wind is blowing. Look at those officials.
Oh, it's holding.
They're-
Yep. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, they're going to mark it back for holding, so
Back
that'll
10
scoot them
yards.
back. 1:44 to go here in this first half, and it is a windy. It's like some of those movies
little
you see, like
tornado wind,
Friday
huh?
the
Like a
13th,
scary
where
movie.
you know, that kind of stuff. I'm expecting
Do it again,
you
do it
know,
again, do it again.
Jason or Michael Myers be hiding out there in the bushes with a butcher knife. I mean, that's kind of what we're
Could
looking
you imagine
at.
him when you walk out trying to get
A
in
little
your,
wind.
your
He
vehicle?
better not be around my car.
Ooh, Lord.
He might catch something he didn't want to catch if he's out there. Probably my
This
shoes
guy.
as I was running up the street
This
going,
guy.
You catch my butt.
Catch one of
looking
your
at
shot
it.
glass.
turns it over to the right, throws it out there. He had a man open. It goes off his hands and out of bounds. It'll be an incomplete pass.
That guy has a cannon, man. He just ain't that accurate.
So he chunked it hard and out to the right side. It just soared on him. I
Second
don't
and
think it's
20.
accuracy. I think when the wind's blowing about 70 miles
it's
an
kinda
hour,
Nah. He's just having a bad man.
it's hard to control a football.
Hey,
when
hold,
you
hold
start
this. Hold this for me, Charlie. Let me
chunking
be right
it
back.
in this kind of weather.
We'll go out there at halftime, Charlie.
Yeah.
See if we throw the ball around to the little kids do.
I know where I'm going
140.
at halftime.
140. You can't get down there and play any football at halftime. They don't allow that here in Eunice. They don't allow
Somebody
that
was
stuff.
about
They
a
want you
coffee
to sit
can
down
or
beside
something.
your mom and suck your thumb and drink a cocoa.
All right, then let's go back to
140
the
to go.
game.
Kazi heads over to the right side. He gets
somebody
wrapped
jumps on
up
his
around
neck.
the head.
He had
They
black
had him
sleeves
in
on.
like
Who was
a-
that?
I thought it was Conor McGregor with him in a chokehold and headlock. But he's
that
going
was-
to pick up about 1.
Was that 58 who jumped on him?
And so that's going to be a timeout on the field. 1:29 to go here in the first half. The Cardinals lead 14-7. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Big Dimmy Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac.
Shout out to Mindy McCaslin out there listening as well and watching. We appreciate you. Some birthday shout outs. My main buddy, Judge David Finger, a longtime Lee County Magistrate Judge, now a district judge in Carlsbad. He's also the head of the Lee County Sports Hall of Fame. It's his birthday today. J. Lou Rodriguez,
Happy birthday.
Gentry
to
Henry, Gage Guffey, Caleb Butler, Jason Farmer that does a lot of the Hobbs News Sun sports broadcast or sports write-ups, Jace Parker, Adam Thompson, Delinda Little, Aaron Pascal, and
Those are
Ashley
all
Robbins.
birthdays?
Man, their birthdays either yesterday, today, or like tomorrow. They're all pretty soon. So they throw
What was
that
that?
one incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
That's what that was. That was beautiful, huh?
Shout out to our chain gang, Joel Armendariz, Manuel Pargas, and Sean Roach. They're over there wearing shorts and whatnot, acting like it's warm outside, and it ain't. But
They're just tough, Jimmy.
I'm
That's what it
telling
is.
you, tougher than me. I can see Sean's legs from here. They got chill bumps on the size of Mount Everest.
I wasn't going to say that. But you can see that, but you can't see the numbers on the players, huh?
Well, you know,
You like them legs, huh?
I choose what I want to see sometimes.
Selective vision.
Selective seeing.
So Thule going to get in the punt formation. They've got the wind at their back. They're liable to kick it to Hobbs here.
Yeah.
If they can get away a good one.
We got our receiver way back in the
Luis
40.
Gomez is way back there, but I'm not sure he's far enough. We'll see. It depends on how well he gets it. There's the snap, and there's the kick. It's a high one. Gomez backing up. He's backing up, and that ball's going to skip out of bounds about the 33-yard line where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 with 1:17 to go in the first half.
This first half has been kind of sluggish on both sides of the field for them and us, but
Once
we're still
again,
leading. So
we've reminded everybody a couple times, but Outlaw Grill will be staying open late tonight. Get on over to Outlaw or Bigger Than Me. Get you something to eat. At Outlaw Grill, man, they've got a lot of different stuff going on. I saw where he's going to start making tableside guac. He's been doing some caterings with wings. I don't know if you've seen those caterings where he can make all different kinds and flavors of wings. He's taking hundreds of wings out to these companies. He can do caterings, a lot of different things. Holiday meals.
Yeah.
A lot of family-friendly menu items. Cardinals throw that one to Gomez. He gets spun down. He's going to pick up about maybe 9. Depends on where they spot him. It might be a first down.
they're not marking it,
They're
are
not calling it yet. They're standing there with the clock ticking, staring at it. It's like, hey, the clock is ticking while you're trying to decide if that's a first down or not.
Took a whole 10 seconds
I'm
off.
telling you. And now they finally stopped the clock.
It took them forever to make that decision, man.
First down. Student specials at Outlaw Grill for those that are in a hurry, on a budget.
They're rolling the clock.
Also got some real cool lunch specials that
They have that
adults
afternoon
can
buffet
get.
as well.
They do. That's Bigger Than Me pizza. But
Yes, I'm sorry.
spinning to the 50. That's Gomez, and
He got
he's
a first
going to
down.
run out of bounds inside the 45, and he's going to pick up a first down with 48 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's what you need to do, Charlie. Order some pizza for us.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good right now.
I wonder if they deliver out here. That'd be pretty cool.
Outlaw can also deliver.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, they'll deliver to the school for student specials and school staff. They do that.
That's your knee.
So Melanson in the backfield, 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 44-yard line. Melanson takes the snap. He's got Mata wide open in the middle. He throws it over here to Gomez.
Step out of bounds,
Spinning through, trying to get out of bounds, and the ball's going to stay in bounds, and the Cardinals going to take a timeout with 38 seconds to go. And so it'll be Cardinals ball, 2nd and about 4, maybe 3, from about the 38 when we return from this timeout.
Shout out to our sponsors, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Gas, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Davies Country Kitchen, Corner Hardware. Our proud sponsor of today's football game. Eunice leads 14-7 here in the second quarter.
Reminder at the half, we will be recognizing this week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient, brought to you by Jimmy and Erica Jones, Outlaw and Cold Brew. The Cold Brew Company and Hobbs, the Gladden family, always taking care of us, so we appreciate you. Shout out to our guys at Empire for getting us some cool hats.
Yeah,
Nice
we love
hats.
the hats.
The hat didn't fit Charlie, but we're going to get an extra large for him.
Oh,
I got a 5-gallon bucket in the back of my yard. We can put a little bill on the
I just
front
kept
of it.
seeing that bill while I'm trying to do this video.
Melanson takes a snap. He's got a lot of pressure. Again, he's rolling to his left side, trying to find somebody, trying to stay on his feet. He turns the corner, and then he's going to run out of bounds, but he's going to pick up a big gain there. First down. He ran a lot of time off the clock, 28.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. First down, Cardinals.
But he's so close, he can throw from there in 2 seconds, so we're okay.
They're down to the 27-yard line. The clock does stop because he got out of bounds. Wood's going to hustle over to the sideline.
He got hit hard a minute ago.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. You've got a couple of the big guns over here, Mata and Haciel and Gomez. Over on the other side is Green Gloves and Castro, and he throws to the left. That is to
Lord.
Oh, it's Lord. That was Lord on
Yes,
that
sir.
side. I just saw the side view and
Stepped
thought it
out.
was
Green gloves?
Green Gloves. Green Gloves over here.
Yes, sir.
Another 1st and 10.
So 23 seconds to go, another first down. and a stopped clock. Cardinals going to push in Woods this time. 14-7 is the score. Cardinals trying to get this touchdown. They kind of need it for that momentum. Melanson in the backfield. He gets pushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right. He's looking down the field. He's going to tuck it again, and he's going to run out of bounds with 15 seconds. And I think he's going to get
lost a yard. Well,
yeah,
might have got back.
Might have picked up a half or got back to the line of scrimmage, but he did stop the clock. A lot of time run off, though. We're down to 15 seconds.
That was a lot of time.
Be a good time for a pass into the end zone.
Seems like a lot of the patterns are vertical and not much movement. Flushed out of that pocket, there's not a lot of movement. Melanson in the backfield.
There he is. Oh, he was not.
And Melanson now rolling to his
right.
right,
Look at the back corner.
The field. He throws it into the corner, and he couldn't quite get it in there. And it's going to be 6 seconds to go here, and we're going to be at third down.
Probably maybe the last pass.
Man, we definitely won't be able to roll around on this one. We're going to have to make something happen here pretty quick. Shout out to my wife, Erica Jones. I'm sure she's rolled up on the recliner, staying warm, taking it easy. Didn't feel real well. Went to the doctor today, Brian, down at the Eunice Health Clinic. Gave her a little shot, some medicine. So shout out to her. Hope she gets to feeling better.
Get well soon.
Melanson takes the snap, looking down the field. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of it.
Back corner, get that back corner.
The clock is going to go to 0, and now he's got to throw it. He throws it. He hooks it into the end zone.
Jump on. Who's there? Hyan
Castro,
baby.
With the Hail Mary catch. Hyan Castro. Melanson just chunked it into the air, and Castro comes through and makes the catch.
That's his go-to guy when he's in trouble, man.
Man, I tell you.
Scoring was no seconds on the clock.
Especially with Hyan Castro.
I mean, he's always there, man.
He will get it in the end zone when there's no time on the clock for sure.
That's Melanson's insurance right there,
like
boys.
One of the 50-50 balls, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. That's a 100% ball right there.
Yeah, man, that was nice. It was an accident, but it looked good. He chunked it up. He's throwing into that wind. The ball kind of hung up there.
Like a dead duck, huh?
The Tularosa defender was standing there waiting on it.
Oh,
and that extra point gets blocked on the extra point. The snap was bad. Hyan had to come up and get it by the time he got it down. We just have not looked like us. At the end of the first half, your score, Eunice 20, Tularosa 7. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. We'll shout out to our sponsors, and then we'll jump into our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight.
Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac.
All right, each week our broadcast recognizes the amazing men and women who make up the Eunice Public Schools and make it the greatest public school in New Mexico. Last broadcast, we recognized Eunice Cardinal educator Jesse Miller. Congratulations. Jesse, as Charlie's headed out, all my papers was headed out the window just about.
He's called it a night.
I'm telling you. Tonight we recognize another important member of our community, another amazing employee of the Eunice Public School System. This person has been around Eunice as long as I can remember. A leader, but not one to jump out in front and tell everyone he's a leader, like, hey, I'm the leader. This person leads by example. A person who simply works hard, puts his head down, gets things done. A parent of multiple Eunice graduates, an amazing father, son, husband, friend, co-worker, and so much more. He has worked for the citizens of this community for around 30 years. A true public servant, an inspiration to me in my younger days, as he was a police officer here in Eunice when I was a youngster. Probably gave it away there. When I became the police chief in Eunice, I had the honor of working alongside this person. During my many years as chief, I do not believe I can ever remember a time where he called in sick. I never had to worry about him being at work or getting things done. Never, not once. He was old school, dedicated. He supervised officers at the Eunice Police Department for many years. Around 2017, Superintendent Dwayne Haynes and I began discussions to create a Eunice Public School School Resource Officer position, an SRO position within the schools. As that plan started to become a reality, he stepped up and said, hey, I'd like to have that position. He eventually took the SRO position within the schools, and he served with pride, ensuring our kids and our staff was safe. After retiring from the Eunice Police Department, he went to work at the Eunice Public Schools in the maintenance department. Drew Reynolds tells me he is self-motivated, dependable. He cares about the safety of the kids, the appearance of the school grounds, and just does his work each and every day with pride. Anytime you drive by the schools, at least anytime I drive by the schools, I see him out there working hard or standing in a crosswalk escorting kids across the street. So congratulations tonight to our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient, Mr. Chuck Dudley. A meal of your choice at Outlaw Grill and a gift card to Cold Brew and Company in Hobbs. Thank you, Johnny Robertson and the Gladden family, for recognizing this week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient, Mr. Chuck Dudley. Tonight, we recognize one of our amazing people that make Eunice great. This week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight goes out to my friend, Mr. Chuck Dudley. Thank you, Chuck, for all you've done and continue to do to make Eunice great. You are this week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient, brought to you by Jimmy and Erica Jones, Cold Brew, and Outlaw Grill. Shout out to Chuckster,
Yes,
a
sir.
hard-working fella. Him and his son both working over at the schools now.
And Chuck don't age, man.
Man,
I remember he used to be fast back in the day when he was a cop with all that gear on. He was pretty fast. He almost caught me twice. Almost.
Yeah, chasing you up the
Yes,
street.
sir.
Huh?
We were racing that day.
You know, and I agree with you. I look at Chuck and he looked basically the same
Then he does now.
as when I was in high school. And I look at him now, and I'm thinking, you know, I got to be honest. I look at him and think, man, he looks younger than me.
Yeah, he does. And he's, what,
And,
twice your age?
Man, I don't probably somewhere in that general vicinity. And so,
My name is
man, he,
Charlie
a
Feathers.
hard-working guy, though. I will tell you that when I was his boss, I never had to worry about him getting things done. He got things done. And
Very
so,
dependable.
yeah, so shout out to Chuck. Chuck, man, go get you a meal at Outlaw. Your choice. Johnny will take care of you over there. Just let him know. I'll send him a message and let him know. All you got to do is just go in
Show
there,
up.
say, hey, I was told I get a free meal because I was the broadcast recipient of this award, and they'll let you pick the best steak they got or whatever you want in there, Chuckster. Go in there and enjoy it, get it, then go work out twice as hard afterwards so that you can burn it all back off. We'll also give you a Cold Brew gift card. You or Selena or whoever can go over there and get you a latte or whatever you might want at Cold Brew. So anyway, Chuckster, we appreciate you. And we appreciate Drew Reynolds for getting me that information. Shout out to Drew, Chuck's boss. He said, hey, I got a guy for you. And so we appreciate you.
Yes,
Reminder, Outlaw Grill will be open late tonight. Get over there. With the holidays coming up, Johnny's got holiday meals. He's got holiday catering, budget-friendly menu for families, students, those in a hurry for lunch, student specials, delivery available. They can deliver to the schools, to the staff, and open late on game nights, especially tonight. So shout out to all of them. A reminder, Eunice Youth Football plays in Jowl tomorrow.
And
so
the girls are
that's-
going to be down there cheering as well, so hopefully it's a pretty day.
Yeah, absolutely. Some things I wanted to touch on here since we got some time. We got about 9.5 minutes on the clock, and we didn't get to do our pregame. 2 weeks in a row, we hadn't got to do our pregame show because of technical difficulties, and our apologies, but I wanted to touch on some of those issues. I was going to talk about it last week and didn't really get to do it much. For the season, this Cardinal team is led by junior quarterback Elijah Melanson. I talked about it a little bit at the pregame, but it was kind of a hurried version. I keep talking about his stats. He's thrown for 22 touchdowns already this season, and now 23, I believe. Let me look at my little
Yes, 'cause
piece
he
of
just threw
paper
one.
here.
He threw two today, right?
No, they've run 2 and passed for
Okay.
1. So he's at 23 touchdown passes. That means he's 1 touchdown pass shy of passing Artesia's Landry Jones, who played for the University of Oklahoma, the Sooners. And I know I got some Sooners fans out there, and I know I got some that hate them. But and then also, I believe Billy's whole family Sooners fans. I know Chloe and Billy
Yes,
and
the Blevins. Yes,
and
you
the
are
Blevins
absolutely
are
right.
listening. He also played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Ovi and Chloe are both Pittsburgh Steeler fans. And so, he's one touchdown now behind Landry Jones in the all-time touchdown passes for a career. He's about 1,000 yards from getting into the all-time top 10 in passing yards for a career. And now, I say that because one of the things I wanted to talk about here is my main man, Mason Caperton, my guy. I like Mace Diggity. You won't find anybody that thinks any higher of Mason than me. I've often said that I thought Mason was probably the greatest quarterback in Eunice High School football history. I know it's arguable anytime you start talking about this year, that year, this generation, that generation. You can always debate them. It's kind of like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. MJ's the best. But anyway, Mason is top 5 all-time in both passing yards and passing touchdowns. Mace Diggity. He's got a baby shower coming soon, and congratulations to him and Lex. So when I'm always talking sports, I have people who always say, "Who do you think is the better quarterback, Mason, Almaguer, Tyler Almaguer, Mason or Melanson? Who was the best quarterback in your opinion?" I get that question all the time. It's very difficult to compare quarterbacks. However, here's my take on the comparison between Mason Caperton and Elijah Melanson. And I may hurt some feelings, but you guys know me, I just call it like I see it. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. There's been so many amazing quarterbacks through the years that played for Eunice that were way better than any player that I ever was. So I'm not saying this from a soapbox, even though I got a mic in my mouth. I'm saying this because I have the utmost respect for Mason and for Elijah. But here we go. My disclaimer. Both are amazing and both are better players than I ever was. And we've got someone banging and screaming on the side. I'm not sure what's going on. What happened? Oh. Anyway, so the Mason Caperton, I'm sorry, they're banging on our doors and everything else here. Mason Caperton is a great quarterback, maybe the greatest. Just his winning percentage alone puts him in a class of his own. Passing yards, TD passes, etc. He was truly elite. However, I will tell you this. I truly believe that Mason had a much stronger team around him than Melanson does currently. I believe that those teams Mason led were most likely the greatest teams in Eunice football history. And that's saying something. Multiple undefeated seasons. Look at the O-lines, the receiving crews, the running backs Mason had around him. My gosh, that entire group was elite. Avante Stevens Trujillo, Cameron Santa Cruz might have been the greatest receiving duo ever here in Eunice. Definitely the most athletic duo. Then you throw in a guy like Hayden Dean. I mean, Hayden Dean, man, he's in the NMAA record books as a receiver. 6'4" Evan McCallop. Terry York, Tavion Mitchell. I mean, who could guard those guys? The answer is absolutely nobody. That offensive line during those days, think about this. Payson Tippett, the Dozers, Logan freaking Gaskins, Antonio Granados, Johan Juarez, Caden Hughes, Travis freaking Hacker. Man, you start talking linemen, man, that group was elite. Running backs, Juan Sosa, Felix Gonzalez, TJ Martinez. I know some of those people I've already mentioned jump back and forth back there at the running back position. And those defenses during those days were absolutely ridiculous. Nobody scored any points. During those seasons where the Cardinals went undefeated, which was 2 back-to-back seasons, nobody scored any points. Now, I'm not knocking this team here because this group of Cardinals is great as well. They're the number 2 team in the state. They just went toe-to-toe with the number 1 team in the state. This team right here is a great team.
And looked really good through the first half.
but the Mason Caperton Cardinals, in my opinion, were probably the greatest Eunice High School football team of all time. They were simply amazing. Back to the comparison directly between Caperton and Melanson. Melanson has a great group too. He's thrown to receivers like Ashton Thompson, who's listed in the NMAA all-time record list. Mata, Castro, Lord, all great players. As a group, let's see. Okay, here's what I was trying to say. As a group, are they better than the group that Mason had to throw to as a whole, collectively? If you lined them up head-to-head against each other, I would guess the overwhelming majority would say, probably not quite as strong as the group Mason had to throw to. Definitely a fun and interesting conversation, and not meant to hurt anybody's feelings, just my opinion. But once again, not trying to take anything away from this group, a very good group. I say this to say this. I think if you plug Melanson into the quarterback position during the Mason-Caperton glory days, I think you would see similar dominance from him at the helm. Same huge win, same undefeated season. Mason was a winner and one of the greatest quarterbacks in New Mexico history. And if you ask me today, I will say the greatest quarterback in in Eunice High School football history. But you know me, I try to call it like I see it. I think Melanson is on that level.
Oh, yeah.
He's not at or past Mason yet. I just think he's on that general level. That's all I'm trying to say. I recognize greatness. I think they're both great. Melanson is going to be setting some state football records in almost every game he plays from now until he graduates, and this is his junior year. So enjoy it. Be a witness. Sit back and enjoy the show. It's been fun to me. Like I said, I don't say that to disrespect anybody. Eunice Cardinals have had legends on the football field for many years. And so when you start talking who's the best, who's the greatest, just my opinion, I think Mason Caperton is the greatest football quarterback in Eunice High School football history. Some of those old school folks before me would probably say, no, I don't agree.
Well, maybe.
You might could argue a Chad Dean, a Ryan Dean. My brain went blank. I can see his face in my head. The guy that just retired out here from Eunice Pump and Supply, Chris Barteet.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Barteet was a heck of a quarterback.
And I think what we've got now with these last many years is it starts with what they do tomorrow morning, the youth football.
Yep.
The
youth
sports is builds our program more than anything.
Yeah, no, I concur. This
group
group right here,
they played together since they were 6 years old.
This group right here had
7 years old,
Melanson out there with them, a bunch of others. That group that we talked about earlier had people like Brett Parker and Billy Caperton, and I'm sure I'm missing a bunch.
Yep.
I mean, those groups have always had people that worked with them from the time they were knee-high to a jackrabbit. And anyway, like I said, to me, just a fun discussion, fun conversation. I know when I'm down at the barber shop, I get, we get in there, you get people like me and J. Lou Rodriguez and Lynn White and Nogelmeyer, and we'll all be sitting in there. Different people are coming and going, and we just talk football. And I get asked that all the time. Hey, what do you think? Who's the best quarterback we ever had? I always say Mason Caperton. And I got to tell you, I got the utmost respect for Tyler. Tyler was one of the most aggressive, crazy quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. I absolutely love him. I used to have this same discussion when we were doing this broadcast with Mason and Tyler. I think by the time Mason graduated, multiple state champs, multiple undefeated seasons, I think he solidified himself, in my opinion, just slightly above. Not to take anything away from Tyler, and I know Tyler well enough to know that he wouldn't take that as a negative. But now, because of the numbers, you start having that conversation with Melanson. And so when I get asked that question, I just say this, not to disrespect this group, because there's some excellent players down there, but the group that Mason Caperton had around him was absolutely studs. Those were grown men.
Yeah.
I mean, men. Like, I look at our line, and our line is, man, they're battling, and they're doing well. But that line that Tyler had, that Mason had.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Had a bunch of tanks out there.
Golly, what's Hacker, 6'6"?
6'6",
300
6'8",
pounds?
300, yeah.
I mean, golly. Logan Gaskins wasn't the biggest lineman, but he would absolutely punish people. He would terrorize people. He may have made some of the biggest hits I've ever seen, even back to my days. I mean, I played with guys like Michael Harlan, the Montanez twins. I mean, Billy Caperton, people that would absolutely hit you.
Rip your head off.
Kenny Palmer, man. But, you know, I mean, that group that Mason had around him, and Mason made them all better, no doubt, 100%. When people start asking me those questions, I'm like, man, Mason had a squad. And he was the quarterback. He was the general of that squad, no doubt. But he had a squad around him. So I've got several messages already with people throwing their 2 cents, you know, and I completely
You expected
get it.
that? Yep.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, none of these messages are negative. They're all just kind of throwing me their opinion, and I definitely
Everybody
appreciate
has a right
it.
to their opinion.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, they're just awesome groups. I was having this discussion recently with Ovi. We were talking, you know, once you graduate and you've been out of school a few years, especially when you've had success, you know, Ovi was a part of a championship team,
Teams.
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. He's got a ring for every finger.
Yep.
And, you know, people like, man, the most successful player are probably Avante and Hayden Dean.
Sure.
Because I think those guys won the state championship every year, and they were like starters all those
Yes.
years. And so, anyway, just
And
a
Hayden
neat-
won one in baseball.
yeah, just a neat conversation to have. It's cool to have
we
those.
go.
So here we go.
Eunice
Starting
kicking
the
off.
second half. Charlie says we're kicking off, and we are. Tularosa going to take it, run across the 40 out to about the 45. They're going to spot him at the 46, 1st and 10, Thule. Shout out to our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient. Reminder that was Mr. Chuck Dudley,
Congratulations.
Chuckster.
the Chuckster. Get you
Yeah.
some free outlaw.
That's a name that's pretty familiar.
Chuck,
This
you ought to
whole
just
city.
run all over to Outlaw right now. They're going to be open late
you a big
tonight.
old
Get in
steak.
there, get you a big old steak. If
Better
you
go
don't
on
eat
before
it
I
all,
get
cut
there.
me a slice.
I'll just take the salad, bud. That's all I need.
So you want the droppings, the leftovers from it?
So Thule going to hand it right up the middle to Hood. He's going to run right into our Hood across the 50 and down inside the 45. We'll see
Maybe
the
got a first down there,
44-yard
huh?
line.
That looked like
It's
something
going
we've
to be
seen
close
last
to
week.
a first, yes.
Hood, first down.
That's,
Cardinals going to
we got a
Cardinals-
phone. That's coming over to the speaker.
is it?
Oh.
Yeah. It's over
Cardinals
there.
going to have to.
my phone. Where's my phone?
We
gotta
got a
push
phone
mute over there,
ringing
bud.
through the speaker system for the.
Oh, they're laughing.
So 1st and 10, they did give him the
Dun,
first
dun,
down. Ball
dun.
spotted at the 44. 27 is the score.
That tune's stuck in my head now.
Back to the shotgun is Kazi. He takes the snap, looking down the field. He's sending a
He's
man
going
deep.
deep.
He's going to throw it to him. He's got a man that had his man beat,
That ball beat
but
him.
the
though.
ball soared. That wind's going
Yep.
that direction. He put some air under it, and the wind took it over toward Hobbs.
Took it a long, long way there.
Did.
Yeah, his man beat us. And
That was our
ball
best
beat
defense
him.
right there, wasn't it?
Yep.
See this bracelet I found on the floor?
What is it?
Tackle breast cancer.
I like that.
Good
Pretty cool.
bracelet. Yep.
How come you're not wearing it?
You don't fit on my fat wrist.
Yeah. Shout out to Cameron Fisher and Travis. They're listening. We were talking about their teams, man. I tell you, those teams were so fun to watch, man. Those,
Oh, yeah.
Oof,
And we're spoiled when we see teams like that.
man, I tell you. So the Wildcats back to pass. They're going to throw it out here to the left
Oh,
side. The ball
man.
hits the floor. I might,
Big pass.
That kid had a lot of green
Yeah,
field in
yeah.
front of him.
Plenty
man,
of green.
you
That's
see where
another-
he's standing.
Yep.
To me, I thought that pass was almost at least directly sideways. I'm not sure I wouldn't have at least made a play on it, but apparently
Follow. Get
nobody
on
else
that ball.
thought that.
Get
So
on that ball.
Nobody got
that's
your
going to
vision,
make
Jimmy.
it 3rd and 10. And
We
so
gotta do a little better at
3rd
covering
down and
'cause
10. Trips out here to the left. Kazi and Hood in the backfield. Taking the snap, they're going to hand it right up the middle to Hood. Hood plows ahead, ducks his head, and he's going to pick up a long 3, maybe a short 4, and it's going to be 4th down, and we'll call it 7.
On the stop. If Hood brings
That
up
was a
fourth down,
that's not that a good outing after they get that good return back there.
Back to the discussion about Melanson. When you look at that list of quarterbacks in the top 10, almost all of those quarterbacks went D1, including Mason Caperton,
Yes, sir.
who went D1 to play baseball.
Baseball,
I
yeah.
mean, almost everybody in that list that Melanson is now joined was a D1 athlete. And so, that tells you how impressive those numbers are. They throw it down the field, and
he's
they've got
wide
a
open.
man. Does Thule. They beats Lord, and he's into the end zone. That's not Lord.
That's number 5.
That's Hasiel. He beat Hasiel. My apologies, Lord. He beat Hasiel down the middle. They threw it over the shoulder, and he dives into the end zone. That's number 2. Trying to see exactly who that is. The wind's blowing on my papers all over everywhere.
That's Esteban.
Barraza.
Esteban Barraza.
So Barraza.
Man, he got it on the run. He dragged him in the last 3 yards.
Yeah, it's a 37-yard touchdown
On the 4th
pass
down, Coach.
to Barraza, and he made the last touchdown on a 35-yard touchdown pass. So Thule back for the PAT here. Takes the snap, puts it down. The kick is up.
And it's good.
And it is good. And so Thule now cuts that lead. Eunice 20, Tularosa 14. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Gas, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsor of today's game. The score is 20-14. Eunice still leads here in the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Take it away, Johnny.
Yeah, so just a shout out to all those folks back home listening. We appreciate you. Appreciate all the messages. Got some interesting ones for sure. Definitely, it's funny because most of them agree with me. You know, some quarterbacks that I didn't mention that were also good quarterbacks. People like Jared Gladden, Randy Gladden. Both good
Yes, Randy Gladden was very good.
Yeah, Conager Pierce. You know, Conager
Yes.
Pierce was the Lee County Football Player of the Year a couple of years ago in a state championship.
He went also for baseball.
And he's the guy that went to Jal and took down the Jal Panthers in what might have been the greatest state championship football game in Eunice history down there in Jal. I mean, that was an amazing game.
You can go on and on with that list.
Yes. There's another kick, a little spinner squib
Oh,
headed
wow.
toward the sideline. The Cardinals luckily
Barely
don't
got
pick it
there.
up. That was Gomez about the 30. They
He almost got beat to that ball,
I
huh?
think they were thinking it might roll out of bounds.
Now we put it up on the 35, but I mean it's pretty close anyway.
That would have been a great start if they would turn the ball over there, huh?
Take over 1st and 10.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
What did they say? Hit somebody.
I still screaming out there.
Miss Waddell sending some messages here. I don't know. You got me, Miss Waddell. So ball spotted about the 31, and the Cardinals take over. They take the snap. They're going to hand it to Woods. He's trying to turn the corner. He's got a lead blocker out front, but they get around him. Calvillo was out trying to push ahead. The defender played like a little Toro, like a bull, and kind of hopped around him and was able to grab Woods. But Woods picked up about 5.
Yeah.
So ball spotted at the 36.
When I went down there to the concession stand, man, that wind is blowing pretty good. And must have a lot of listeners.
Looks like the concession stand's already closed. Oh, and we fire that one
Oh, he didn't want.
just a little bit out of the way, and so the ball finds the turf. It's going to be 3rd and
About 5.
4 or 5.
6, 7,
9:40 in the 3rd quarter. Once again, I just got to say it like I see it. The Cardinals just haven't got a rhythm going this game.
We're still leading, but it should be a bigger lead, I think, if we're out on
I concur.
hitting all cylinders.
Well, when you're talking a 6-point lead in the 3rd quarter, it's not a very safe one.
That sounds
for
weird,
sure.
huh?
Yeah.
That
Especially being at home.
Point might come back and hurt us.
Good.
I mean, you gotta.
So Cardinals back at the line of scrimmage, trips out to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield, taking the snap, faking.
That's big
I know he
44.
handed it off to Coulter.
And he's still on his
Coulter's
feet.
plugging ahead, still pushing, and he's going to be close to a first down. Might be a half yard
I think
shy.
he's a half yard short. Give it to him again. That kid, I like the way that kid runs, man.
Coulter ducks his head,
Taking him out.
and they're going to bring him off.
4th down for the
And they're going to
Cardinals.
throw the receivers on, and so they're in Cardinal territory, and it's 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it here. Melanson in the backfield. I would say they're going to snap it to him and run Melanson. He's just going to duck his head and go.
Oh, yeah?
There he goes.
And this,
He's trying to turn the
and
corner.
he got it.
He pushes
Oh,
through.
took a
He
hard
got
hit.
hit hard, but
Hard
then
hit.
bounced up and kept on going, and he's going to easily pick up the first.
I hate
I
to
say
see him
easily.
taking all
Got
the
hit
hard hits.
hard.
Probably wasn't easy as far as that hit went.
Took it like a champ, huh?
It's going to make it 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 46-yard line. Melanson, and is that Woods or Coulter back there again?
I think that's Coulter.
That's Coulter.
Yeah,
It
he's a
is.
little taller.
Yeah, Coulter. They're going to hand it to him. He's plowing, trying to get away from people. He's got a host of Wildcats around him.
No way to get
They
around
swarmed
that.
in there and were like, row, row. Man, speaking of cats, I got home today after work, and I had what looked like a turkey
guy.
leg. A turkey
This
leg
guy.
sitting on my front porch.
It was your dinner.
You know what I think it was? It looked like it had got a buzzard. And I'm sure a cat got him and brought him up there. It was a huge leg. Like, I started taking it back and cook it on the grill and have a turkey leg, but it
Put it
looked
on
like
the
a
smoker.
buzzard leg. Melanson rolling to his right, looking down the field, throws it over toward Green Gloves, out of reach, and an incomplete pass.
Brings that third down.
Yep. So, and I don't know what the deal was with the buzzard on my front porch. I'm telling you, I'm not certain a cat didn't go kill a chicken or something and bring me a chicken leg and set it on the. It still had like the claws on the end and all
Don't
the
be
feathers.
saying that because somebody's chicken might be dead. It might
Man,
be your fault.
it's a black chicken, so but it was
Was it your cat who did the killing?
I don't know. I don't have a cat,
Oh.
but it was laying on the front porch taking it
Hey,
easy.
there's a lot of Wildcats in
They
Eunice.
throw that one to Gomez.
Gomez.
He makes the catch, gets hit in the back immediately, and he's kind of grabbing at his back like that hurt. And look, he's grabbing his arm, and he's slow getting up. It's going to be fourth down and about 3.
Probably that
Gomez.
special part that goes numb a little bit.
Yeah, Gomez
Maybe he's got
grabbing
a
the
little
back of that
stinger.
arm.
Yeah, he's tough.
What do they call it, hitting your funny bone? Is
Oh,
that what they
man,
call
and
it?
it ain't very funny. 8 minutes
not
to
too
go here
funny.
in the third. 20-14 is the score. Eunice with another fourth down. Melanson takes the snap, looking down the field, throws it over here to the left side. Gota with a good catch. He makes up for that toast he got in the middle while going. He jams it right here for a first down. A good catch by Hussey.
We're moving the ball, but we're not used to being the ball moved this slow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 1-2 yards
Yeah,
in play.
We're used to see
like
3
4
plays, yeah.
touchdown.
Yeah.
We're averaging 6 plays to get a first down. Seems like it.
Once again, you
got
got
some big boys on that
to
line.
keep in mind, Thule's coach and our coach come from the same lineage.
Yeah, big old chest
And
came
so,
out there. Huh?
yeah. So they fake the handoff, does Melanson. He's trying to tuck
That's
and get
rocking.
behind big Jose, and he gets all the way ahead. It's going to be close to another first down.
I like how
Probably
fast Jose's running, but he needs to slow down a little bit to wait for the
Referee
defense
lost
to
his
show
hat.
up, man. Because he runs right by all the white jerseys.
7-11 in the third. It's time for a big gulp.
Big
Last
gulp.
night I told everybody I stopped at a gas station over in Andrews, and when I put my lid on my drink, and it wasn't a 7-11, it had a big gulp. It said big gulp on there.
Sound like a lost
Oh, no, that ball's
No.
picked off, and we got a pick 6 in the
Get him, Melanson, get him.
Melanson
Get
trying
him.
to run him down.
Get him.
Get him.
And he's
Oh,
not
he just
going to
missed him by a
get
smidge,
there.
man.
And we've got about a 75-yard
Pick 6.
pick 6. And maybe I jinxed the man. 75-yard pick
And
6.
this Barraza again.
And that is Barraza.
Mercy.
Mercy, 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 mercy.
Barraza has got in the end zone at the end of a pass 3 different times here tonight.
And one was from our quarterback.
And this one ties the ball game up.
He jumped that play right from the beginning,
He
boys.
did.
He seen it coming. He
Well,
read it all the way.
Maybe that will be the what lights the fire in
Man,
these boys.
Or he can go the
Cardinals
opposite
better
way.
light some fire. All 15 fans that Tularosa's got are going nuts over
Going
there.
Absolutely nuts.
They're not even cold anymore. They were. They're warm now. And
He said, "What win?"
back to kick is Thule. They put the ball down. The kick is up, and it's
It's
going to
fairly
slide
good.
right
Wow.
over, and it's good. And Thule takes
the
the lead. Eunice 20, Tularosa 21. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Gas, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. The score is 21-20 in favor of Tularosa here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the quarter. Take it away, Johnny.
Yeah, just shout out to folks. I appreciate all the comments. Lots of good comments that people are sending me. And definitely, it sounds like lots of good information for
So
sure.
you're not going to get hung?
Yeah, no,
Not this game anyways, right?
yeah, they'll
But
hang
we
us
still got one more quarter, so you never know.
Yeah. we may all get hung if Eunice loses this ball game.
Whoa.
21-20 is your score. Thule in the lead.
It's going to be a hanging downtown
we
today.
are halfway through the third quarter, and the Tularosa Wildcats taking it to the Cardinals here, saying, "I don't care how good you think you are,
We're
you
here
got
to
to
play,
face
boys.
Thule."
We got to get that spark in them Cardinals.
My senior year, we went to Thule, and they beat us. And we ended up meeting them in the championship game right here on what used to be this field, where we beat them for the championship. Uh-oh. That ball skips around. Oh, the Cardinals.
What do they do?
They were trying to pitch it
Wow.
back
Don't do
and
that.
almost threw it away, but saving it was Luis Gomez, and he's slow getting up again.
And we lost, what, 6 yards on that throwback?
Yes. Oh, go down, man.
I think that was big Jose
Oh,
Calvillo.
Yeah, Jose Calvillo got it, yeah.
Trying to get it back to Luis Gomez, and
Make a little
fortunately
something
we
out
got
of
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to make a play here, trying to make something happen. Look at the wind blow, man. You can see the kids' jerseys just flapping in the wind. It is humming here.
Most definitely.
So 1st and 10, Eunice, the offense back on the field. Ball spotted about the 27-yard line, and the Cardinals,
Trail for
What's
the first
taking so
time.
long, man?
they're a little quiet on their side. Look at the Thule sideline. The players over there doing the run and jump and high five and bouncing around. And the officials finally get the ball spotted. So here we go. Melanson, and I believe that's Coulter in the
Yes, you're
backfield,
correct.
the 44 caliber. They throw it over here to this side, and coming up and making a smack.
That's a big 5,
is
man.
number 5, and he delivers a blow to Hyan Castro.
Lost
5
some
is
yardage.
Pacheco.
And he was creeping up on him, man. Creeping
Yes.
up on him. I thought he was going to jump the gun and get the
I
interception,
was
but
going to
no.
say, they're jumping our passing lanes now.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it at the beginning. I mentioned it at half. I mentioned it again. Felicetti and Jackson come from the same coaching tree. They throw this one to Goitia.
It's incomplete.
And that ball skips off the turf and it's not going to be pulled in. And now it's going to be 3rd and long.
A long
And
three,
the
huh?
Cardinals looking a little shaky here. 6:15 to go here in the third.
little shaky,
20 to
that's an
21.
understatement,
It
man.
is shaky.
The first time they've trailed in many games.
That might have been a cardinal leg laying on my front porch this morning that the Cats brought up there, and it was the
bird.
Wildcats from Thule.
Oh, once again,
and that
incomplete
ball's
pass.
in and out of the hands of Monta. He turned his head as the ball hit his hands to see where the defender was, and it skipped
gonna
out
have
of
to
his
punt.
hands, and it's going to be 4th and long, and the
gotta punt
Cardinals
this one.
punt team will head out onto the field, and something to think about here. The wind is blowing 40-plus miles an hour. It's going to be straight in the face of Melanson, who's our punter, and if he punts this ball and doesn't keep it down low, it ain't
might
going to
go
go
straight
very
up,
far.
yes.
Go up and back.
Yes, because the wind is howling.
Yeah.
Hopefully
This
hits the
is-
guy in white so we can get the ball back.
This is New Mexico spring wind that's blowing here. Melanson takes the snap. He kicks a line drive. It looked like it went off the head. Oh, and a Thule player hits it, and he was able to pick it up. That was Hood, I believe.
Yes, that was. No, that was 21.
22.
22?
Yeah, 22
Okay,
is
Michael Hood, yes.
Hood. So Hood picks it up,
They got a really
Saved
good
it.
field position.
and the Wildcats are knocking at the door again here at the 37-yard line.
That was a low punt. That's what we wanted, but it didn't go far. But
Yep.
He was able to. He almost fumbled it when he picked it up.
So Hood and Kazi in the backfield for the Wildcats. 6:02 remaining in the third. Thule with the lead, and they give it to Hood, and
He
Hood
just
took
fell.
a funny
He tripped.
step. That almost looked like a knee injury.
the
Let's
way
see
he
if he gets
stumbled.
up.
Ankle maybe?
He's
Yeah, it's
he's
ankle.
limping.
Or is it
Maybe.
cramp?
He took
Maybe
a
a
step
cramp.
like to plant.
Uh-huh.
He was going through the middle, and he was going to plant that left leg and go right. And when he planted, he just went limp and hit the ground.
You've seen a lot of those
Nobody-
stuff on the basketball
oh,
court,
man,
yes.
I've got a daughter that did one of those very similar, and I've done about 4 of those myself. But he's still in there, and he's upright. Here
And
he
they give it
goes
to him
right
again.
through the middle.
And he just
And
ran
he
for 8
pushes
yards.
ahead. Yeah, he's gonna pick up at least 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
We got to stop him right here
Gets
for
up,
Eunice
still
Cardinal.
limping a little bit.
That third down ball at the
5:15 remaining in the third. The
think
the
it's just
clock
cramps.
continues to click
Like he's
or
trying to
tick
stretch
or
it
one of
out.
them things. It's clicking and ticking.
Clicking, ticking, and Time
How you gonna
keeps
say no?
on
We'll let it go.
slipping.
Third down
Slowly.
and 4.
Future.
And so Kazi.
Oh, man, they pulled something that we do, man. Come on now, boys.
Off sides, and
Come on
now
now,
that'll
boys.
be 5 free yards for the Wildcats.
Will that be a first down there, Jimmy?
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty
first
close, right?
down,
Yeah?
first
First
down.
down.
First down to the Rosa, ball at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, for sure. And so the
Mercy.
Cardinals on their heels here.
Yeah.
Kind of got their backs against the ropes, even though we're just midway through the third. 21-20, Thule in the lead. They fought back and took the lead here. And now Kazi going to fake the
He's gonna keep
handoff
it.
and head over here to the left side. Gets drugged down by the ankles. Trying to see who
That's
that
21.
is.
That's Ornelas.
21 Ornelas.
Kazi.
That young man's doing a good job out there. On the defensive side for the Eunice Cardinals, he's been on the field a lot tonight, too.
You know, and I know it's because Thule runs
Oh,
this spread
coming back.
offense, but it looks
Is it
like
flat?
we're in a different defensive set here today. So we got a block in the back on Thule. They'll move them back. This looks like a different defensive formation for us.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know. It doesn't look.
you're-
And like I said, it may be because they're in a spread offense. We've adjusted, but it doesn't look like our normal
traditional?
set.
I'll make it first and 20.
I mean, Jose Calvillo is back there. It looks to me like he's playing middle linebacker. That's not where he normally
Nope.
is. And I'm not sure who that is there beside him. That's Ornelas,
I
huh?
wonder what
On
the
that,
purpose
Ornelas is over on the
changing
right, and the other
20.
side, I think that's Webb.
It's 20. It's Webb.
Yes, sir, Webb. And you have Ornelas over here on the right
Well,
side.
there's just two. They're right there in the middle.
No, okay. You see Ornelas over here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I'm not talking about these out here. I'm
Now you
talking
see
about right there in the
Jose
middle.
now's going down. You see him?
No, he's standing up. He's going to rush. He's going to blitz. It's like they're playing double linebackers with those two. Thule
And
going to
Webb,
throw it
talking
out
about
to the
that,
right
Webb got-
side, and Hood. Webb comes all the way
Yeah.
from the backfield to take that receiver popped out to the right side. They hand it to him, and he takes off around the end.
So all that being said, do you think that defense is working right now?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, Jackson knows way more than I do. I'm just recognizing it. It just seems like a different setup. Usually, you see people like Cooper Pearson, Tyson Jones,
Oh, right there.
setting
Yes,
in
sir.
that area.
The bigger
They're not
boys.
there, and the boys that are usually like Calvillo's usually up there on the defensive line, and he's back as a
Wonder why they changed it
linebacker.
up here today.
And like I said,
He's right
it's just a
there.
different set.
And they're on the sideline, the people you just mentioned, too, so I don't know why.
yes. So Hood rolls in motion over to his right. Kazi looking down the field, throws it over toward Hood, and he had him open. And it goes off the tips of his hands, and if he catches that, he rolls
He
into
can
the
walk
end
and, yep.
zone.
And that was third down, right? We're going to the fourth down here?
Yes.
That was second.
Oh,
second.
you're right.
This will be
yeah.
third.
Yeah, it'll be third down. So, anyway, shout out to Chuck Dudley, our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient. We'll have a
Attaboy,
Eunice
Chuck.
High School Player of the Game here at the end of this game, so stick around with us for that. 4:14 to go here in the third. Kazi sends a man in motion, takes the snap.
Thought they left a little early
He's
over
got
here.
some pressure coming after him. He throws it down the field, and he's got a
He
man
caught
who
that.
makes a heck of a catch. He had Gomez all over him, and he still drug it in. Or that's not Gomez, is it? I can't.
Yeah, that is Gomez. Gomez was all over him, but
And he makes the catch down inside the 5. Couldn't tell who that was that made
I
the
don't know if
catch.
it was 11 or 10.
Man, what a catch there by Thule.
Wow.
And Thule is knocking on the door again. 3:55 to go here in the third. Thule gets up to the line of scrimmage, taking the snap. They're going to run right up the middle.
Oh, and
they
he's in
plow in, and it's going to be a touchdown, Thule.
Touchdown.
That's number 10,
3-yard run.
Kazi.
20 to the
Man,
And so it's a 3-yard touchdown run.
yes, sir,
And
that
the
was.
Eunice crowd goes silent.
They set them down, that's for sure.
It is now 27-20.
And all 10 of those Thule fans are cheering and
Oh,
hollering.
man, they're going nuts over there. I don't blame them.
They have something to cheer for, Charlie.
I know.
So their PAT team out on the field.
Takes them forever to get out there, but they're getting out there.
Michael Carrillo, I just thought about that. Another
Oh,
state
yeah.
champion quarterback here in Eunice. Taking the snap, putting it down is
Was
Thule,
blocked.
and that ball
Missed
gets
that one.
blocked.
extra point.
And
no
so
good.
now
Score remains the same.
we've got 20-27.
27.
Tularosa in the lead with 3:48 to go in the third. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac. The score here is 27-20 in favor of Tularosa in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Take it away, Johnny.
Yeah, so the Cardinals are on the ropes here at home against Thule. Not something we expected. Reminder, next week, Lady Cardinal Volleyball continues district play as they've got wins over Jow and Tatum here last night.
That was a really good game last night.
Man, a great game for the Lady Cards, who went up 3-0 in the sets over Tatum. Next week, they'll play Tuesday versus Loving and Thursday versus Hagerman. One of those, I believe, is here. One of them's away, I think.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I'm sure with it being district, we will probably try to cover. Also, the Cardinals next week, a week from tonight, will be traveling to Jow to face the Panthers.
Yeah.
So Thule ready for the kickoff. They punch it down through the middle.
Oh,
Cardinals
man,
trying
get on
to
that
a
ball,
hold of
guys.
it.
The
And
ball's still
Calvillo,
alive.
and
No,
the ball's
oh,
still on the ground, and
And
Thule's gonna
Tularosa
get it.
came back with it. They've kicked the ball over there all 3 times,
Every
and we've done the
single
same
time.
thing.
And so Thule's going to get the bouncing, I guess you'd call it an onside kick. As I mentioned,
A
these
long
coaches come
onside
from
kick,
the
right?
same lineage, and they do the same sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
They got the kid all the way on the other side, runs straight to
He
where he's
just
kicking
runs
that
a
ball.
rocket, yep.
They got the fastest kid on the team on that and just running.
Yeah.
Man, and
He's
so
looking like some
Thule,
arena football.
That's a design
Thule
play.
with the
That's what it
ball,
is.
and the
I'm about to punch you,
Cardinals
Charlie.
struggling
Punch
here.
me, huh?
Yes, sir, Mr. Jones. They are struggling right here in the third quarter. Hopefully we get it out of our system, come out in the fourth quarter and dominate.
Well, we just need to get that defense up now. Let's get our defense up.
We've been out there for a long time, boss.
And defense on the field again. Back in the shotgun is Kazi and Hood. They throw it over to the right side, trying to make a move over there is
Makes a
number
move,
2.
and he's still on his feet.
Tried to jump through, and he was a shoestring away from heading down the sidelines. That's Barraza. Barraza is giving us fits.
Tearing it up, boys.
I'm
That'll
telling
be
you.
another first down.
Got to give credit where credit is due. Esteban Barraza, man, this kid came to play. He
Yes,
was
he
a
did.
shoestring right there away
Yeah.
from sprinting
yeah.
down
Making
the
it look real pretty.
sidelines. Yeah. 3:25 to go here in the third. Thule up 27-20 over Eunice. Kazi and Hood in the backfield. Kazi
do it
takes the snap, fakes it out there to the right side. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got a little room. He breaks it over to the right side, trying to get into the end zone. He
Wow.
gets knocked down about the 10.
That was a collision. Did you see
I'm
how he lowered his
telling you.
shoulder? Did he hit him or they hit him?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, to both.
That was scary. That quarterback's pretty good size too, man.
Yeah, he's pretty thick. Pretty thick.
So Thule heading up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be first and goal from about the 10, maybe the 9 3/4.
That's the Harry Potter training thing, wasn't it?
2:55 to go here in the third.
didn't
Here
watch
comes
Harry
the
Potter.
blitz. They come after him. Hood goes the opposite direction, and he's going to pick up about 5. He's down inside the 5 to about the 4, and it's going to be second and goal from around the 4.
I'm a little nervous, boys.
The Cardinals
We
are
got-
definitely against the ropes,
Oh,
and they're
man.
going to snap it. And
We have
the
to call a
Cardinals
timeout.
had to take a timeout because they were trying to get subs in. And the Thule faithful, the Thule team, they're going nuts. They're celebrating for sure. And Eunice is on the ropes here in Eunice. I mean,
Shout out to our sponsors: Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Gas, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Parker Energy Services, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, and the City of Eunice. Our proud sponsor of today's game.
Wonder if that cold weather is affecting them a little bit. It's not seeming they're just not playing like
They're just playing like
yeah.
stuff that it smells like up by Texaco right now.
This guy.
Definitely struggling. Hey, you come
talking
down here,
about
it smells
cotton?
like oil. It's stinky.
talking
You
about
go up
cotton?
that way, it smells like something else. But, you know, it does stink.
It
grow a lot of
stinks over there and
cotton
it
over there.
stinks over here, right?
Right now, our
Ours smells like money.
right now it stinks on the
That's
football
what I
field.
always said. It smells like money.
Yes, sir, it does.
So Thule back to the line of scrimmage, knocking on the door inside the 5. They take the snap. Kazi just going to duck his head and plow ahead, and he's in there.
That's too easy, boys.
And Kazi going to score on the 5-yard run. And the Thule faithful are rocking over there now.
Man. Well, they have a lot to celebrate right now, right?
Man, I'm telling you.
They're celebratory.
They've made 4 touchdowns in a row unanswered, has Thule. Eunice hasn't scored since early in the second quarter, I believe.
That deja vu.
And they are on the ropes here. 20-33 is the score.
Looks like going to try to run it in.
They're going to go for 2 here after they missed that extra point the last time. Kazi in the shotgun. He's got Hood beside him. He rolls to his right, flips it down the field. It's going to find the turf. And so, with 2:27 remaining in the third, Tularosa takes a bigger lead. It's 33-20 Thule.
Shout out to our sponsors one more time. Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Big Remy Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Parker Energy Service, BHA Services, our proud sponsor of today's game, 33-20.
So we need to just send somebody
Tularosa
right over there
leads.
between the 30 and the 40 and just sit right there and wait on that ball to get there.
Shout out
you
to
reckon?
my
I mean,
Shout out to my man, Mr. Emery Coleman. He's one of the assistant coaches over there for Thule. Young man was a heck of a ball player during his day. He coaches basketball, and when I was coaching, he was the assistant coach over there, and me and the Thule coaching staff were friends. We would exchange film and all that kind of thing, and Mr. Coleman, Coach Coleman, who's over there on the sidelines, he's fired up, was one of those coaches, so shout out to him. So Thule getting ready to kick off. They lead 33-20. Reminder, Outlaw Grill will be open after this game. You need to get over there and get you something good to eat. They kick
And the ball
this one
still
down
get
the
to it from
field,
everybody.
and this time Calvillo going to fall on it, and so the Cardinals are going to start from back at the 20.
Wow.
And the Cardinals, the word I use tonight will be discombobulated. That is what they look like here tonight so far. This does not look like the Eunice Cardinal teams that we're accustomed to watching right now. They are they just look shook.
And
Yes,
we-
they do.
And we look like, I heard a judge tell a guy one time, not you, another one. He said, son,
He said a good judge.
he said, son, you look bewildered. That's
Bewildered.
kind of how I feel, bewildered.
Yeah, well, I can guarantee you there's some bewildered people in the stadium right now. We run this one up the middle. I think we just tucked Melanson and sent him. He's going to 6.
But in those big piles like that, man, I hate it when you go
And
through there.
I'm always worried about our
Yep.
kids getting their ankles or feet rolled up for sure.
Yep.
So the Eunice faithful, you can hear some upset ones out there screaming and hollering.
Now they're turning into coaches
Oh, man.
now.
They'll all turn into mad ones for
Turn into
sure.
pumpkins at
That's one
midnight.
thing
We're
about
gonna
our
hurry.
community. We don't
Mess around
we
with football.
don't
Oh,
man,
bad
that-
snap. The
That
ball
ball
is
got
called
snapped
dead.
between the
Oh, we
legs.
got a false start, sir. The flag over there in that far end.
The Cardinals are shook. There's no
Man.
doubt about it. I don't know what's happened with them, but mentally right now the focus is lost. Calvillo and Melanson out there, frustrated.
Why is our flags at half staff?
I don't know that answer.
I just noticed this
At
one
a
was
left
one
field,
downtown
Charlie asked the
also.
question.
So rolling to the
Oh,
right,
it's just a
Melanson throws it over here. He's got
Bota.
Hussey. Hussey trying to make a move, gets knocked out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 7 maybe. And so that'll make it 3rd down and about 3. Looks like they've spotted him around the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
1:42 to go here in quarter number 3. Eunice trails by 13. Not used to this right here for sure.
No, we're not.
They take the snap, they fake the handoff, and now Melanson's just going to try to tuck
Oh,
it and
my
run it.
goodness.
He runs into a defender who comes through
Nothing doing.
and knocks him down.
You know you're having a rough night when you have your quarterback trying to run the ball majority of the time here.
Man, and it's 4th now and a long 3 deep in Cardinal territory. And let's see
They
what
actually
we
moved
do
it back.
here.
I think it's closer to 4. They just moved it back a
Oh,
little
they
bit.
did.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it may be even 5. So the Cardinals got their go team. They look like they're going to go deep here in their own territory.
Oh, we are.
And Melanson under pressure. You got to throw it down the field. You can't tuck
No.
it. And he
Ah.
tucks it. He gets knocked down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Thule going to take over. The Cardinals are shook. Absolutely shook right here. They've lost focus and give credit to Texaco. They've done it to us for sure so far.
Tularosa.
Oh, yeah, I did say Texaco.
Kind of looked like Texaco for a
Texaco in my
minute.
brain.
Wow, I don't know what to say on that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I don't either.
uncharted territory up here in this booth.
1:27 to go here in the
a
third.
long
The
time.
Cardinals
Yes, sir.
trail by 13. And Thule's offense, Kazi takes the snap, and they're going to
And we moved again.
they're going to call the movement on
start
the
on.
offense.
Yeah.
So that'll move them back.
Oh, okay.
That's been our best defense here in this quarter. Snapper.
That's that turtle infraction.
Snapper.
Little
Turtle,
snapper.
turtle infraction.
I'm gonna try to get me
It's just
some
how you said
snaps
it. A snapper.
Give me
They
some-
say, isn't that when a turtle bites you, it don't let go till it lightens? You ever heard that?
I've heard about it, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, would you try it and see?
No, you crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try it.
Charlie,
I think
what's
the
in that
whole
water?
Cardinal team is going to blitz this time, and they jump
And
off
we'll give 'em
sides.
5 yards back.
Somebody
my
said,
goodness.
come on, you guys.
Oh, boys.
And we're still in the third quarter here, boys.
So now we're back to 1st and 10.
The whole Cardinal team jumped offside. We had the whole team
On the
on
line.
the line of
So
scrimmage.
we're all going to go.
And it looks like we're going to jump up there again, maybe. No, now we're dropping folks back. That's Coop Dog. They've got Coop Dog drop back like a free safety.
Pitch it
Rolling
out
to the
the
right. They give it to Hood. He's trying to cut back, and he gets knocked down. He's going to maybe get back close to the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to lose one for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that'll make it 2nd and 11. Shout out to Debbie again. Debbie's Country Kitchen. 28 years.
That's a lot of time.
And still got the best chicken fried steak in
I've
town.
been enjoying it for all them years.
So Jackie
can tell.
Miller said
can
State
tell.
Senator John Arthur Smith passed away, and the governor has ordered flags
Oh,
at half staff.
okay.
John Arthur Smith, a great man. I knew him and knew him well. Spent a lot of time sitting in his office lobbying. You know, in our neck of the woods where we live, Democrats are not always extremely popular. John Arthur Smith was a conservative Democrat
Right.
from the southwestern part of
Okay.
the state, and I always enjoyed conversations with him when I was up there lobbying. He just a very intelligent man. He knew how important the oil field was, so our thoughts and prayers with John
Prayers
Arthur
to the
Smith's family.
Yeah.
And that ball is going to find the turf, and it's going to be 4th and 10.
There was a lot of contact there, but there was no flag.
Thank you, Jackie Miller, for that information. So, yeah, I knew Senator Smith had passed away. He was the chairman of the most powerful committee in the legislature, which is the Senate Finance Committee, for
Right.
many, many years. And when I would go in there and visit with him, he'd always tell me, young man, let me tell you something. I know how important the oil industry is.
Yeah.
And I always appreciated his honesty.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, thoughts and prayers to the family.
15 seconds to go in the third. Kazi takes the snap for Thule. He's looking down the field. He flips it out to the right side.
Oh.
Lord trying to get there, but making
Said
an
he got it.
amazing catch is Pacheco, who looked like
Wow.
he just kind of took it away from Lord.
It's one of those 50-50 balls there, Charlie.
50-50 balls.
50-50.
Tech and
We come out on
Tularosa got
Thule's
that
got a
one.
first down. They're inside the 15.
You
And the
almost put that
clock
pencil out the window.
continues to run. The clock's going to run to 0 at the end of 3. The score, Tularosa 33, Eunice 20. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Park Energy Service, BHA Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsors of today's district game, as Eunice trails here 33-20 in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Take it away, Gianni.
Yeah, so just so far a tough outing for the Cardinals.
We're
This is
down
not
two scores.
what we're used to seeing here, especially at Cardinal Stadium.
And we're struggling on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
Usually we might struggle on one side of the ball, but tonight on the defense and on the offense.
Yeah, no, I concur. There is no doubt I agree with you.
But it's a new quarter, so hopefully we get out there kind of
This is our
refresh
quarter.
it. Yep.
This
Yeah,
gotta
they
be
just
our
haven't been
quarter,
able to
boys.
get anything
Going.
going for sure. Just no momentum, no
Nothing.
anything, no pep in our step for sure. And so,
Tularosa coming here to play tonight, that's for sure.
yeah, Thule trying to take it to us. Shout out to J.Lou Rodriguez, Gentry Henry, Gage Guffey, Caleb Butler, Jason Farmer, Jace Parker, Adam Thompson, Delinda Little, Aaron Pascal, Ashley Robbins. Birthday shout outs to you.
Happy birthday to you.
And from different ages, huh? From
Oh, man,
12 to
that's a-
25.
That's a
the-
big,
yeah,
big
way
variety
over
for
the-
sure. Here we go, starting the fourth quarter. Thule inside the 20 for the Cardinals. They've got it about the, we'll call it the 14-yard line, somewhere in that general vicinity, maybe the 13. Kazi throws it over to the man,
Oh, it makes a
Barraza.
spin there
He
moving.
tried to spin it. Cardinals trying to pull that ball out of his hands, and he's going to be real close to the original line of scrimmage. I'm assuming there must be a flag on the field as the two officials are headed over to talk.
I guess so.
Reception.
Probably hold it.
Hernandez on the stop.
Blocking the back on Thule. That'll scoot them back. Cardinals need some of this. They need something to get them some momentum going.
We need an interception
pep
or
in their
force a
step.
fumble or something.
And got to make a play.
Hang on there, brother.
Correction, hang on.
See where the ball was at. He's fired.
So they're gonna
That's a
talk
spot foul.
about a few things here, trying to figure out where it needs to be.
While they do that, congratulations to Davies Country Kitchen. 28 years, right?
Man,
Go tomorrow and have
amazing.
some breakfast there. If not, go to Bigger Than Me Pizza or go to Outlaw.
Absolutely
I'm craving an Outlaw burger
amazing.
right now. I'll tell you that much.
Maybe
Well,
a little pizza, bigger than me pizza.
I had that for lunch today. It was good pizza. And that's why I seen Johnny cooking in the back there. It's been a while since I seen him.
Man, he's been back there every time we've went, and we've been a bunch lately. He's been back there doing the cooking, and it's funny because then next day we'll decide, you know what, let's give Bigger Than Me as a shot. We'll run over there, and he'll be over there cooking. I'm like, man, what'd you do? Clone yourself?
Yeah,
time I
he's a
come over
busy
here
guy.
cooking.
He is a busy guy.
I'm gonna go up there and get him to do some of that guac at the table
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Kazi gonna throw it out to the left side. I
There
think
it
it's
is,
gonna,
boys.
We
We got that
needed
one.
There
a
it
play,
is.
and I think we got one.
And that's number 6, right? They ain't made a decision yet.
Oh, they're gonna say Thule pulled it away from
No
him.
way.
I think they are. They're going to say the Thule receiver pulled it away
Can
from
we
the
talk about
defender.
this?
They're going to run out there
Wow.
to talk.
What's the camera say, Charlie?
It looked like the Eunice player
I think we
caught
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
I think we did get it.
That's
And
Gota.
the
And it went
Thule
down.
player and the and go at the is that Hasi? Is that who that
Yes,
was?
sir, number 6.
They collided as
I'm
Thule
sorry,
player's
that's-
still on the
it
floor.
looked like Hazy had the ball in his hands. That was Hood. And it looked like maybe as they went to the ground, Hood pulled it away from him.
If that was number 6 who caught that ball, that's Jeremy Zamora.
Oh, Zamora?
Yes, sir.
And 22 is still on the ground.
That's a Hood. He's been hurting for a while. Oh, come on, man.
I heard
Come
my people say,
on.
Cardinal fans not liking that call at
Come
all.
on.
sound like
That was
somebody-
almost the break that Eunice needed.
man, that
And
was
I
a-
tell you what, Hood stepped up there and became the defensive player in that, and he laid a blow on the Eunice defensive back and then was able to pull the ball away from him.
Yep.
And he goes off the field grabbing his leg.
That'll be
Oh, he's
second.
he must have cramps because of those little stretches he's doing, I can see there. And so that was a big,
Big loss on the
yeah,
play
for
them.
sure, a big flip for us.
Could have really been a good, almost like a pick 6.
Would have been huge.
That
for
would've
the
changed
Cardinals.
everything.
Yes. So Thule in the shotgun, going to take the snap is Kazi. He's trying to duck ahead and plow
Look at that flock
forward
of
for
Cardinals trying to
yardage.
take care of business. Look at
The
that.
Cardinals drive him in there and drive him to the turf. I saw 12 Grayson Meek in there on that one, along with 2-1. That's Ornalis.
Yep.
Also in there, I believe that is, who's this, 74?
Yes, sir. That's 74 running off.
Big 7-4. That's Moses Rodriguez.
Third down and
so-
a long way to go.
Yeah.
If we can stop him here, it'll be a good start to the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 scores.
Big Jose Calvillo's got something hurt. They're bringing a EMT over to look at him over here on the side. Not a good thing.
No. Oh, yes, he dropped it.
He was open.
Charlie, if you would have scored, I promise you I was going to punch you.
And that was Barraza, who's been sure-handed and scored multiple times.
So that's.
They're looking at Calvillo's eyes. That usually means there's suspected maybe a head injury or concussion.
He's shaking his head, and I think he's not going back in by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that he's got a concussion, and they're going to take him. He is not happy. Calvillo's not, and it looks like their EMTs are saying he doesn't need to play anymore. Kazi takes the snap, looking down the field, throws it over to the left side. He's got a man trying to push it ahead. He stretches forward, and he's not going to pick up the first, and so that'll turn it over on downs and give the Cardinals the ball back. But they're going to be without their, I don't know if I'd call him their general, but he is definitely their guy.
Yeah, he controls everything, calls the blitz. Yes,
extremely important.
He's the meat.
Who's his backup?
Man,
for the
if
center?
you've watched much Eunice football the last couple of years, when he's been on the side, we sometimes struggle to get that rhythm because he's the center that puts it right in Melance's hands every time.
And he barks out orders on the line. You got here, you got so and so.
Yes. Calls the blocking mechanisms and schemes and whatnot. So taking the snap is Melance. It was a good snap. Roll into his left. He throws it down the field, and it goes off the hands
Of Gomez.
and out of bounds.
And he keeps reaching over towards that elbow.
Yep. Yeah, he's still grabbing it. So you've got Gomez grabbing his left arm. He's still holding it right now as we're speaking. You've got
Calvillo down here.
Calvillo over here with a bunch of EMTs looking at him. You've got Woods, who's been doing some limping. You've got Monta, who's been injured a couple of times in the last few weeks. They throw it out here to Lord. Lord trying to make a move, trying to stay on his feet. Can I get a witness as Lord
comes up
pushing
with the first
ahead
down
to the 23-yard line.
And that's what we needed right there, Coach.
And I had faith in Lord there as he was pushing ahead, trying to drag defenders and stay on his feet. He picks up the first down. Let's see if we can get something going here. 2 snaps so far have been good ones.
We're going to keep it.
Going to take it and run right up the middle, trying to stay on his feet. He took a big shot and went flying through the air like a helicopter. And
that's
gets
something
up
we don't
holding
need,
his
man.
head.
On the carry, ball at the 30-yard line.
He gets up holding his head and stumbles back over there. Now he's grabbing his arms too. Oh. 2nd down and about 3.
Shut up, Jimmy. You jinx us all the time.
Trips over to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson in the backfield looking down
Pump
the
fake.
field.
Oh, there it is.
Fakes, and
There
he's
it
gonna
is.
lay it
There
out
it is.
for Wood or for Lord.
Lord, yes.
Can I get a witness? Lord, still on his feet. He's battling, rumbling, stumbling all the way down inside the 30. Oh, Lord.
Yes, sir. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Melanson did the little pump fake. Lord with the stop and go, and Melanson laid it just where he needed to, and Lord got there. He looked to the skies and reached up in the air like he had praying hands and then brought it into those praying hands. And the Lord is down inside the 20. It's 1st and 10.
Give it to him one more time.
Melanson in the backfield, takes the snap, looking down the field. He's got a man out to his right. He's got a lot of pressure on him. He's trying to stay on his feet. Now he cuts back. He's got some space, and he's going to
get in there. Oh, no,
he's
he
still
stopped.
pushing. They're all pushing. He's down inside the 1, and he's going to be close. He's about the 6-inch line.
And there's a pile of people down there.
There's still a pile, and I'm trying to make sure that Melanson ain't slow getting up. He got up, and he's limping a little bit, but he's down inside the 1. 9:08 remaining here on the clock. The Cardinals trying to get some momentum going. You can probably hear it in my voice. Melanson takes the snap, hands it to Wood. Or no, is that Wood?
Yes, sir, that is Wood.
Spins in there,
And they ain't called it yet. They ain't said nothing yet. There it is. There it is.
There's the signal.
Oh, no.
They're going to spot him.
Oh, my.
He raised his hands.
This side over here raised his hands. The other side raised one hand. They get the line back up there quick. They give it to Woods again. This time he's in there untouched. These boots are made for walking, and Woods' boots has run right into the end zone. Touchdown, Eunice.
And now it started by the Lord right there, bringing it down over here, man.
Can I get a witness?
Yes, you can. Amen, brother. Man.
A 1-yard touchdown run from Woods, his 3rd of the ball game.
And we're going for 2, right, Coach?
And it looks like the go for 2 unit is out there on the field. Melanson in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson in the backfield by himself. Throws it in there, and he's got
Again,
Hyan Castro. And
Mr.
the
Castro.
Cardinals with the 2-point conversion. And you got a 5-point ball game.
And a
And
flag.
just like that, it just shifted.
28.
And we got a flag.
Tularosa 33, and there's a flag on the field. Let's see what we got.
Oh. Oh, now.
I would probably celebrate.
Hold your horses there, boys.
And we got an injured lineman over here, too.
We got timing on the offense, so it'll be forced on the kickoff.
What?
He called a personal foul taunting on the offense to be enforced on the kickoff. I think this is our second center
Beef, right?
that is over here down, and that's not good. They're pointing at his shoulder. And so that is the second of our centers who's down, I believe, and that is not good for the Cardinals. Man, it's definitely a get pumped up
Yes.
kind of time, but at the same time, it's also a scary
Critical
time.
time right now.
You've got Calvillo, who it looks to me like has been told he can't go back in the game, and you got Big Beef, who was down, and now he just jumped up, and he's pumping his fist, and
rumbling
he's
and stumbling
limping
over
his
here, huh?
way right back down the field, and Beef says, I'm ready.
Put me in,
ready.
Coach.
Put me in,
Put
Coach.
me in.
The Dozers are down here. The Mendoza's hollering, hit somebody, and the Eunice Cardinal crowd has come to life. 8:38 remaining in this ball game. The Cardinals trail by 5.
And we got that 15-yard penalty on
Yes.
the kickoff. So,
That's okay. Woods got the good boot there.
yeah, he'll boot her.
I would guess you'll probably see some sort of onside or some sort of squibber right here would be my guess. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe after that penalty you might not.
And Calvillo's trying to get back in the game, but Coach is watching him like a hawk there. Then he take his helmet away for his own health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to slip in there in a minute.
You see another coach tell me you can't go back in, bud.
Oh, the wind just blew the ball off the tee.
That reminds me of Saturday Night Live reading that bell over there. Oh, you want more cowbell? You hear it over there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Frank,
do. He's banging it.
you want some more cowbell?
Got him a holder. Don't do like
Yep.
Lucy on Charlie Brown now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be any good at all.
Oh, Lucy.
Shout out to my daughter Jada,
Hi,
Jace, Bryce,
Hey.
Isla Wayne. All getting ready for some football tomorrow morning.
It's going to be cold,
Yeah.
too, man.
Coach
Chilly in the
Jenkins.
morning.
Yeah. There's the kick, and they boom it. They send it back to about the 30,
He's
35-yard
real
line.
slow coming out
That's
there over
Barraza.
Raza.
He's trying to find him a gap there, trying to turn
He made
the
a big
corner,
mistake.
and he gets plowed down by the Cardinals as they take him down, and he went down awkward,
Yeah.
getting up slow there.
Beautiful job by the Cardinals. They're flocking over and taking him down.
And so they're
We
going
just
to
gotta hold him
spot
back
that
here.
ball about the 42, maybe the 43. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. Thule takes over.
8.5 minutes left.
You will not have Jose Calvillo, who's been playing that big middle linebacker spot for the Cardinals out
Where's
there.
he at? Oh, there he
Unless he
is.
sneaks in.
Yeah.
He might
We'll
change
change jerseys real
and
quick,
run
yeah.
out there.
He's like, he's not on the roster.
I see the Coop dog out there.
No,
in
he's
that
strapping on the
middle
helmet,
position.
boys.
Is he?
Yeah.
They snap it. Kazi going to run right
Oh,
up the
no,
middle.
we-
and He's
no.
got a big gap trying to
He's still
turn
on
it.
his feet.
A
Man.
one-arm save there, spun him around by somebody there on the Cardinals, but I thought he was gone.
That saved us right there when we got him from the jersey.
Yes, I agree. Dale Kelton, you're right. I got a message here saying we left out Dale Kelton. He
Oh,
QB'd
yeah.
Eunice
Yep.
to 2 state championships, 77 and 78. One was against Jow in that 20-19 game. I remember reading about that for sure. That was David Pascal, Ricky Ziegler, one of the toughest football players ever played with, and I agree with you. I do, and I did forget Dale Kelton. I love the Kelton family, so you are right.
Ooh. See how he
And
got
they
bent over there?
stuff him right there
Yeah,
at the
no.
line.
Hood just got bent like a hood there.
And
Man.
he's slow getting up again. You know, that's why I say when you start talking about greats in Eunice,
It's tough, Jimmy.
it is tough.
It's tough.
Man, I tell
You're
you,
splitting hairs,
when
man.
we went to the that Lee County Sports Hall of Fame, there's a guy back there on the back wall got a big old picture, that played in the Canadian Football League for years and set all kinds of records, and he's from Eunice.
Huh.
And the name is like Rushershaw or something. It's a different
there too,
name,
cool.
but he's in the Lee County Sports Hall of Fame as one of the greatest football players in Lee County history, and I'd never even heard of him until I started broadcasting. That's one of those things that I'm always talking about that I think we need to display in like our gym or on our football field. I mean, we've got people that are in the Lee County Sports Hall of Fame that
Nobody
people
knows from
down
Eunice, yeah.
here will never know. I mean, third down, we'll call it a long 6. Ball inside the 35, we'll call it the 33. Under 7 minutes to go here in the game. Thule leads by 5. They're looking over at the coach. They are trying to run some clock now.
Need to stand
Hood
them
going
up
to
here.
jump sides over to the left of Kazi now. Kazi takes the snap, trying to duck ahead.
Oh, they missed
had
him in the
backfield. He cuts through, and he's all the way down inside the 15. They hit him a yard deep in the backfield, and an arm tackle. He broke it. He's built like a tank.
Why did he slow down when he got to the secondary? Did you notice that?
And I'm watching one of the players from Thule keeps turning around and pointing over here toward
Billy, start the
toward
clock,
Billy
bud.
and telling him to start the clock. He has to wait until they when they move the chains, the
You can
official
start it.
gives them the call.
Trust me, Billy does not have a hard time starting that clock.
So see, they're waiting on them to get it set over there. So once they get it set, then they will start the running.
No,
There
it's
they
been
go. So now they're at the line, waiting to go. There goes the snap. They hand it to Kazi, or they run Kazi
Oh,
right up the
huge.
middle.
all the way to the 5.
Man, I thought they had him back here, but
Me
he
too.
popped
too.
out of there, and he broke it all the way down close to another first down.
And that's where Jose makes a big difference because
Yes.
he was playing there all night in that spot.
Yep. And so Kazi plugs ahead. He's going to make about a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 1 around the 6-yard line.
Man.
So they're trying to get to about
We're-
the
we're
5,
struggling
maybe
to-
just across the
We're
5.
struggling with that running game.
And so back in there's Kazi. He's got Hood over to his right. Thule trying to get
Oh,
Eunice to
no
jump
call.
off sides.
That was pretty close, wasn't it?
Trying to get the Cardinals to jump. They're going to run Kazi right up the middle. He plows ahead. He's going to get the first down and then some. He's going to make it 1st and goal down about the 3.
Tough night tonight for the Eunice Cardinals here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, shout out to my man, Mr. Salazar over in Tularosa, still watching, and I agree with you. It's a heck of a ball game. And so it's going to be 1st and goal, down about the 3. Thule knocking at the door again. And that clock is running. That is the scary part of all of this. Clock continues to run down to 4:50. They hand
Oh,
it.
yes,
they
they
get
stopped 'em.
chopped up in the middle. There was somebody come diving underneath there. Who is that? Big
74.
7'4"? Big 7'4" is
Rodriguez on the stop.
Rodriguez, Moses Rodriguez.
There
He
it is.
submarined right underneath the line and got him right in the shins and cut his feet, and he probably lost a yard. So now we'll call it 2nd and almost 4.
You lost a yard, and I bet you it
Second
hurt.
goal from the 4 anyway. Yeah, Rodriguez got low. Coach Dave Lynn, you say, Lord and well done, boys. Get down on the ground and scoot under him. That's what,
That's
that's
old
what
school
he
talk
did
right there. That's old
right.
school talk.
Diving.
Pushing through his
No,
Kazi.
he
He's
got
trying to
in.
get there, and
He
I
got in.
think he got in, and he did. A 4-yard touchdown run, and there's a late flag that comes in.
We got a flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Personal foul on the offense after the play.
After the play.
Score still counts.
What did he say?
Score
Still counts. That's what he said.
Got that Texas accent right
The
there.
official said
Score still
personal
counts right there.
foul
That's after the score,
on the
bud.
offense after the score.
And you
Score still counts, he said.
Man, we're going to have to score two scores
we're
now.
going to have to score 4 times there, total to get victorious winner
Oh,
now here.
Reinforced on kickoff.
Okay, just like reinforcing the kickoff.
Kickoff. Like that accent.
I do. I wish I was Texan, but I'm New Mexican, so we talk like, hey, Holmes.
Charlie Fisher and his gang out there listening. I wonder if it's the bike gang. It's too cold, Charlie, for them bike shorts that you
I
like
thought
to
he
wear.
retired the bike.
Did he retire?
I was the question. I don't know.
No, I think he's probably just been
probably- is he-
incognito.
Is he at the Legion?
He's got that tough, super stretchy, like Nacho Libre pants when he rides that bike around.
That'd be
He,
a sight to see.
That's a bike gang right there. We used to have the East Side bike gang. He was the West Side bike gang.
Who would be on his gang if you had mentioned some names there?
I don't know who he's got with him. Maybe Trey Sims and Aldo. I'd like to see Trey Sims in a pair of them stretchy pants.
Could you imagine that? And a little old Aldo in his stretchy pants.
We love you, Trey. We love you, Charlie and Aldo. 4:10 to go here in the ball game. Thule
they're going
trying
for
to
two.
punch it in for 2. They throw it over here to the corner, and it was almost picked off. The ball finds the ground. And so at 4:10 mark of this ball game, the score is Eunice 28, Thule 39. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. Here in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Eunice is trailing 39-28 here in the district game against the Tularosa Wildcats. Take it away, Johnny.
Yeah, so anyway, so far the Cardinals, every time they get some momentum, they get me jumping around, going crazy.
That
Then
blood
the
flowing.
Thule.
The Thule Wildcats throw another one of them bird legs right up on my front porch in front of my house.
It might have been some kind of an omen or something.
Man, I'm telling you, it was a black bird leg.
It's a black bird
I'm
leg.
telling you, it looked like either a buzzard or like a
crow.
big crow. And,
Have you ever seen the legs on the crow? They ain't that big, boys.
Isn't that some kind of a...
it had the big
like
black,
bad
like
sound,
like
you
the,
get a crow
the
on
claw on the end of it.
Like a
And it was
Shaquille
just
O'Neal leg.
chilling. I got a video of it on my phone because I sent it to my family. Like, what in the world is
There's
this
probably some voodoo
nonsense?
on your front
I
step,
thought
bro.
it was voodoo. It may have been voodoo on our game here from the
One of them
Wildcats.
Tularosa guys
Shut
started
up.
coming to your house.
He said voodoo on the game.
Might have been. Look at the score. It's
That
39-28.
was-
We would have had some
This
voodoo.
guy's crazy.
You
Yeah,
didn't see a Tularosa van driving by, did you?
no, I'm
Let's
not-
go find the judge's house.
Man, let's go throw some voodoo on the front porch of his house.
Could you imagine that?
Man, I
Now,
tell
in this
you.
case, I would like to see a Charlie Brown move here. Just
I may
pull
have
the
to
ball
go
away.
back and go look at my camera and figure out who brought that thing over and put him on my
Yeah,
step.
something ain't right with
It was
that.
probably
deal.
Jow. Jow people probably came and did some voodoo on
Uh-huh.
us.
How is that game going around now?
What?
How is that game going in
I haven't got
Carolina?
any updates
You ain't got no
lately.
updates?
So anybody got any? Let me know.
Oh,
what do we
somebody
got?
crossed the line before they were
Update.
supposed to.
Yep.
Offside.
That's
Back
that
'em
little
up some
fast
more.
guy.
Problem on the kicking team.
That's that little fast guy on that side that likes to take off running real hard.
Back them up to the 15 or 10, 20 to kick.
They're going to talk about
This
it
guy's gotta
because
go talk with the wide hat.
they have something set up there, boys.
So the white hat over here is going to go talk it over. And let's see
He's
what
not going
they-
to correct it. He's going to
No.
let it lay, huh?
Yeah, looks like he's saying it is what it is. I wonder why there's a flag way back
He
here,
threw
though.
his flag.
Because he's seen it first.
You can't see it from over there. What would he be throwing his flag for?
Might as well have Charlie throw his flag out there, huh?
He probably
He might have had it wrapped around his neck as a scarf because it's
Trying
cold
to
out
stay
here.
warm.
Yeah.
I
He's
know,
herding
sir.
some cattle, or is that what he was doing?
When we first started, our cheerleaders had their skirts on. Now they got pants. And
I don't
jackets
blame
and-
them. I don't. People are tougher than me to stand out there. Like I think that's the cold down there, isn't it? The shorts, man. Corey or
I think so.
he's tougher
Yeah,
than
yeah,
me.
it is
I
Corey.
guarantee you.
Tougher
And then
than
of
a
course
boot
you
jack.
got Roach over there. Is he still in the shorts, or did he throw? He must have thrown some pants
He's
on.
covering up them sexy legs.
No, there's somebody over there got some shorts
Somebody
on.
got some shorts
Isn't that
on.
Joel?
That
Remember
might
theirs?
be. That might be.
I think it is.
I don't recognize. I don't see Roach's legs anymore. So maybe he
I
ain't
think
showing
Roach is the
them
one
off.
in red.
He may have decided let's get some pants on.
Yep.
But here we go. They boot this one through. Hyan Castro going to take it. We could use a
That's
big
the man
run
we
here.
need in it.
He breaks through, still on his feet. He's all the way down inside Thule territory, all the way to about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line.
We just
Gives
need
us a good
quick,
start
quick
there.
score right here. Quick score.
So the Cardinals trail by 11. 4 minutes to go here in this ball game. not like we hadn't been here before. We were in this kind of position
yeah.
versus Nimi. And,
Just
you
gotta
know,
focus. Stay
we
focused.
need some magic for sure, no doubt. The offense on the field. Melanson takes the snap. He's looking down the field. They throw it over here to Luis Gomez. Luis Gomez trying to
makes a
make a
move,
play.
baby.
He did. And he kicks out to the left side, and he gets all the way down inside the 20 to about the 15, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Yep. A good move there, make something out of nothing.
Cardinals at the 15-yard line.
So Luis Gomez making a move, bobbing and weaving, breaking ankles, looking like Kobe.
R.I.P.
1st and 10. Melanson takes it, hands it to Woods. Woods trying to get behind his blockers,
And he
he's
gets
in
in there.
there. Woods breaks it into the end zone and walks his boots right back into the end zone.
Now don't do something silly.
Elgin Woods with a 15-yard touchdown run, and he made something out of nothing there.
And we scored real quick there, man. That's a good job.
Yes, sir.
So
The
we're gonna do
Cardinals back on the board again, and we've got a down Tularosa Wildcat who's down holding a leg down there inside the 5. I've noticed a lot of folks doing what I thought was cramps. I'm not sure
Yeah.
that that's what this is, but
It might
Seems
be.
like we
Yeah, I
got a
think
lot of
the way he's
cramps
stretching it
going
out,
on.
yeah.
it's cold, and this is
You know,
probably the first cold night of football
So
that
nobody drank
anybody's
some water,
had.
huh?
Well, and the kids, a lot of people don't think about drinking water when it's cold. But you have to drink as much water when it's cold as you do when it's hot. You gotta keep your body hydrated.
Got to stay hydrated.
Cramps, a lot of times a little potassium, some pickle juice,
Pickle
something.
juice, yeah.
But it does take some,
Toll on the body.
yeah, for sure. Man, those cramps will shut you down in a hurry. Catch one at the wrong time. And anyway, with 3:43 to go here in this ball game, the Cardinals pull back within 5.
Again.
And now you'll have the 2-point conversion team headed back out onto the field. And they do get the player up, and that's number 2. That's their guy, isn't it?
Yes, sir, Barraza.
That's Barraza, who was down with
Esteban.
cramps. Young man has scored most of their touchdowns. Now Kazi the
So he don't have
last
to go off.
little
at the
bit. That is strange to me. It looks like they are going to send somebody
Yeah.
in for him. There's somebody coming in, but he's staying
I
out
think you
there.
have to go off it,
I
don't you?
thought they did too.
Somebody has to come off.
The coach
Yeah,
is
they've
on
got
the
there's
field.
12 people and the coach on the field. Melanson hands it to they fake it. And now they throw it
Oh.
across the middle. They tricked me. And is that Hyan Castro makes the catch? Or
Yes,
is that
Hyan Castro threw the ball to number 5.
Goita. Hasiel
Yep.
with the
There you go.
2-point conversion.
3-point game now.
And the Cardinals trail by 3,
Go, go,
39-36. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. The score is 39-35 here in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining, boys.
What do you think? Onside kick? Kick it away.
Man, I would guess you got to try the onsider here, at least to give it a shot.
I don't know.
If you get it, great. If you don't,
You only got
there's
It's a
3
gamble, huh,
minutes.
either way.
Yeah, but man, I tell you what, Thule, the way they've run the ball, you kick it away and give them all that field. I don't know. I would probably try the onside or that little flip over the
yep.
front row. That's probably what I would do. I mean, because if they catch it right there,
They're
you
dropping
got to
it, yep.
stop them anyway.
Yeah.
And so at least you're giving yourself a shot. I don't know. It's a tough one here, no doubt. Yeah, they're definitely onsiding it the way he's standing. They kick it over to this side. The ball does find the turf. It skipped off a Thule player, and then they jump back on it.
And
so
this is
it'll
where
be
we need a
1st and
big
10.
defensive stop, man.
Big stop here. We gotta
Interception, recover of a fumble.
Because they could just run the clock out if we.
Yes,
you know.
and that's what they're going to be trying to do. There ain't no doubt about it. I mean, they're going to push the ball down the field, but I can assure you, running the clock is going to be the name of the game here.
Yep.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. The Eunice defense on the field. Reminder, they are without Jose Calvillo, the anchor of this defense.
And there's that cowbell. That cowbell gave us good luck earlier.
They got the
Don't
Coop
rattle
dog,
it.
Cooper Pearson in there. That middle linebacker
Right up the
position.
middle.
Kazi going to run right up the middle, and he's got a big gain.
And that's something we don't need there, Mr. Jones. He's got
Man,
to
he
stop
picked
those big
up
gains.
about 7. We're just not getting to him as he come plowing through there.
And he doesn't explode to that.
Just kind of a
Yeah.
slow, steady, strong. He's got legs like tree trunks.
Kind of reminds me of that running back for Texas Tech.
Yeah, he's built like a
Yep.
middle linebacker. I mean, he's
Yeah.
built like Coop Dog. Look at Coop over on the other side.
That's a good comparison, you know that?
Second and 3. 3:10 to go. The clock continues to tick. The Eunice crowd chanting D up, D up. Here comes a man in motion.
That's
for
motion right
Thule,
there.
And there's motion.
He
and
rocked
that'll
right there.
scoot
That
him
lineman
back.
rocked. Number 75.
And that'll scoot them backwards. And this now makes it big for the Cardinals. So with them
Second down and
scooting
8.
back, it's 2nd and 8, and we need a defensive stand here. Calvillo getting a drink of water and looking extremely frustrated over here on the sideline.
Yeah.
And so back to the line of scrimmage is the Tularosa offense. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Hood in the backfield with Kazi. Sends a man in motion. They're going to hand it to Hood. Hood trying to plow
Nothing there.
forward. They knock him down. He does pick up about 2, but that's going to make it 3rd and a long 6, maybe 7. And here we go.
Yep.
Brings up 3rd down.
Clock's going to tick
And
under
we have to stop him here,
2:40.
Coach.
And the Cardinals got a big play. This may be the play of the game right here. So
I concur.
far, up to this point. Cardinals needing a stop on defense. The clock's going to tick under 2:30 here. Thule running every second they can. They take the snap. They're going to run it to Kazi right up the middle. And
no.
he's got the first down and then some. And he pushes ahead inside Cardinal
Timeout,
territory.
Eunice. Timeout, Eunice.
And he's going to get the first down. The clock's at 2:20. The chains,
The chain gang's running over there, huh?
because they're running, the clock will stop for just a second. And now they've got the chain set, and they'll start ticking it away.
They took Hood out of the game and brought number 12 in.
Yep. Hood looked like he was limping a little bit there, maybe.
So it'll probably be a quarterback
Got-
keeper, I bet, huh?
Got 2 quarterbacks in the back, and they are going to run this clock. Run it, run it, run it, run it.
Hasn't even started. There he goes.
So now looking for the snap. They take it, and they're just going to run Kazi up the middle. He's trying to turn the corner again, and he pushes head for probably 4. Some subs coming in for the Cardinals, trying to get some beef down there in the front. And now we got a timeout on the field.
Ball at the 39-yard
It's
line.
I waited a long time to call that timeout.
it looks, oh, they're calling a timeout for a
Equipment?
an injured player, equipment.
Tim's the one that's coming out, right? What did he say?
I don't know. Got to come out for one play. What I thought he said.
Starting on my signal.
Going to start the clock on his signal. And there we go. Clock's running. 1:35. Clock is ticking.
What happened there?
It was a run up the middle, and then it sounded like an equipment, or some sort of an equipment issue. So they ran one off. The clock's continuing to tick. It's at 1:20. 1:19, 1:18. They take the snap, hand it right up the middle. The Cardinals wrap him up in the
Timeout, Coach.
backfield, and the Cardinals are going to have, they take a timeout, but not before about 3-4 seconds ran off after. Coming up and making a great play there was Cooper Webb.
Big play when we needed it, man, but still. It's a minute and 12
Cardinals
seconds
down
remaining.
3, man. This is a tough
At
one.
home.
Reminder, Outlaw Grill staying open
Staying open
late
late.
tonight. It's 9:35. Get up there and get you something to eat as soon as this game's over.
Call it in
Warm up.
right now.
Yep. Yeah,
Did you
get up
call that
there and
pizza
get
in,
you
Charlie?
something.
Charlie.
Man, I've been busy. I ain't got time to make a phone call.
Man.
Talking about, look at my phone's tied up.
I'll call it. Give me a card.
Oh, you need the number? Johnny's number? Is that what you need the
Yes,
card?
sir. That's what I need.
Shout out to Debbie, 28 years, Debbie.
Go have breakfast there tomorrow morning right
Shout
before we go to
out
jail.
Guns Up Services. Just a reminder that our thoughts and prayers remain with Ben. Always thinking about him for sure.
And big thanks, Junior, for these hats, man.
Yeah, brought us some
Empire.
hats. Empire, appreciate you.
Little red and white.
Reminder,
Red and
at the
gray.
half, we recognize Chuck Dudley, our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight. Thank you, Chuck, for all that you do. We appreciate you. We really do.
Need to stop here, right here, and then a timeout.
We need Chuck Dudley out there at middle linebacker.
Chuck,
All that
can
weights
you
he's
help us
been
out?
lifting.
Boy, he'll kill somewhere.
I'm telling you.
Come suit up, man.
112. Where
He'd
the
be the
players
oldest freshman
were
on the field.
clock. Taking the snap is Kazi. He's trying to run
Gotta
around that
stop
left
him.
side.
Gotta stop him,
They
boys.
stop him, but he picks up about 5.
They're gonna go for it.
He needed 7. He gets about 5. Got a couple of Cardinals slow getting up.
So someone stop it.
A lot of hard hitting on this cold night sometimes hurts a little bit.
Holding his
Timeout
arm
again,
coming off.
Cardinals. 1:06 to go in this ball game. It's going to be 4th and 1. And I said it earlier, it was the biggest play. This will definitely be the biggest
The
play.
biggest play of the game. 'Cause if they get a first down, then all
Yeah,
they
it's
got to do
pretty
is
much
Right,
over,
run
yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's over. If first down, the game is over.
And we wrap it up.
No doubt, 100%, the game is over on a first down. If we can get the stop here, Eunice would get the ball back with over a minute to go.
And that's enough time.
And with this offense and down 3,
Yeah.
And with the wind to our back,
wind at our back.
then everything's in our favor.
Yeah, I mean, you got so many options then. Got to have this play. There's no doubt about it. This is the play of the ball game. Thule jumping in there. You got Kazi in the backfield. I think he's got his man Hood beside him again.
Don't jump off sides, boys.
They're going to try to get us off sides.
Oh.
They almost did. Trying to get us to bounce around and jump off sides. They take the snap, plowing through the middle, and
No.
they've got the first down and then some. And that's going to do it for this ball game, as that first down is going to allow this clock to tick.
And he won't start the clock, will he?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to move the chain, bud.
Yeah, you got to move the chain and then get the signal.
There's the signal.
There's the signal.
And it started.
So the Cardinals are going to fall here, 39-36. So number 2 goes down at home to number 5. Give
Wow.
credit to the Tularosa Wildcats
to
here
play.
today.
District game, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
And a shout out to my man Elgin Woods. Recognize him today as they take a knee. He'll be our Eunice Cardinal player of the game. Woods had 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns, a few extra points. A shout out to him. He'll enjoy Outlaw for the week. And so also a cold brew gift card. Shout out to him. The Cardinals are going to fall here. Reminder tomorrow, youth football. The Eunice Youth
Down to
Football
Mexico.
Group will be playing in Jal. First game's at 8.
And then
And
next
so-
week, we travel down to Jow.
Yep.
Right.
Next week, the
Yes.
broadcast will be headed to Jal. Eunice versus Jal next week. And this is a tough, tough, tough loss for the Cardinals here.
Puts us in a bind, Mr. Jones.
Yep.
Cardinals 36.
Final score, Eunice 36, Thule 39.
They turn that scoreboard
Shout
quick.
out to Thule. They did work here today. They got
sure
it
put it
done.
in. Sure
No
did.
doubt. Mr. Barraza for Thule putting in work for the Wildcats. Our cold brew employee, Eunice Public Schools Employee Spotlight, cold brew outlaw brought to you by them. Chuck Dudley, congratulations.
Congratulations, Chuck.
And Elgin Woods, our player of the game for the Cardinals. Next week, Eunice Cardinals play Tuesday versus Loving, Thursday versus Hagerman for volleyball, and then at Jal for football. Any final thoughts, fellas?
We got to stay healthy.
That's a
Gotta-
heartbreaker.
Got to stay
Agree.
healthy.
I agree. Got to
Gotta
win
s-
some games
yep.
now for sure.
Yep.
Can't lose another one or
Yep.
might find ourselves on the outside of the playoffs.
Oh,
So
man.
Don't say that, Jimmy.
for Evie and everyone back at One Radio Square, for Charlie Fairbush and Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones saying thank you for listening. Go get some outlaw and good night.